SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be part of every home team win. SeatGeek, the official ticket marketplace of Let's Go Braves!
The original Louisiana Hot Sauce is the official hot sauce of the Atlanta Braves, with a balance of heat and flavor that always hits. Buy you some.
This is Kevin Swanson, business manager of IBEW 613. There's a reason why over 5,500 electricians currently choose IBEW Local 613, and why we build Atlanta's most important projects, including Truist Park. Talk to our electricians, look at our working agreement. The only thing you will lose by not looking are wages, benefits, and time. Nothing to lose by taking a look. Go to IBEW613.org.
Ever wonder where the capital A in Chick-fil-A came from? It started with grade A, top quality chicken. But we believed everything, not just the food, should be grade A. The A in Chick-fil-A is for all the little things we do to bring you our best every day.
Atlanta area Chick-fil-A restaurants are teaming up with the Atlanta Braves Foundation on the Home Plate Project to help fight food insecurity for families in need. Show your support by visiting braves.com/homeplate to learn more about food distributions in your area.
Here's a club you'll want to get into, Club Citgo. It's the super easy app that opens the door to great fuel savings and more. Sign up and instantly save 23 cents per gallon on your first fill-up, plus everyday savings that really add up. You can also enter our sweepstakes with multiple winners and giveaways, like free gas for a year. And Club Citgo makes paying easy with a convenient mobile pay feature. So welcome to the club where all the action is. Download Club Citgo today. Savings could up to 30 gallons, only at participating locations. Data rates may apply.
Stream Braves baseball in crystal clear HD on the Fan app. Now with Apple CarPlay, so you can get it directly through your dashboard. Download the Fan app now. Braves country is Bronco country. You're listening to the Ford Leadoff Show, brought to you by your local Ford dealer and the legendary on- and off-road ready Bronco and Bronco Sport. Learn more at Ford.com.
Wrapping things up here on the Ford Leadoff Show. Reminder fans, it's time to cash in on the baseball action with Prize Picks, the official daily fantasy sports partner of the Atlanta Braves. Download Prize Picks and use code BRAVES and you'll get $50 in lineups when you play your first $5. Must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details. I've got a 4-play. Didier, more than 4 strikeouts. C.J. Abrams, less than 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Zach Littell, more than 4.5 hits allowed. And I'm going to go out on a limb. Ronald with at least 1 stolen base. Chris, if all 4 of those hit, that pays 12x. But if you want to take it step down and only go 3 out of 4, still 1.25x. You still make some money.
Okay.
And the Ronald stolen base thing is where the big money is.
Yeah, you keep laying the same bet every day.
Yeah, it doesn't work. It hasn't worked yet.
No. I know one day.
It will.
One day it will.
All I needed to just once every 4 or 5 days, and I'll still be making some money off of it.
You got to get on base. Look, Ronald's got to actually pick it up a little bit because the record, what Drake Baldwin's done, what's going on in a couple of other places, Ozzy's been better. Ronald has really not kicked it in. The good news is you're winning without him kicking it in. And when it does happen, it should be a little bit easier, at least to score some runs. We're still waiting for that. Again, it's 10% plus a couple of percentage points into the season. Still plenty of time. And Ronald, again, catching a heater, like a couple of the guys in this lineup, they catch a heater. It goes for a little bit. We'll find out when his actually gets started.
Yeah, before 2 years ago, before he got hurt, slow start. Last year, slow start. Really didn't have a great year at all. And then now a slow start as well. So he definitely needs to pick it up. Hopefully he does that, gets on base, and makes this one a laugher. For all of us here at the Braves Radio Network, and that includes Chris Thames and Joe Virgin behind the glass, he's Chris Domino. I'm Barrett Salee. Game 3, Braves-Nets right now.
1966, 2 legends rolled onto the scene. The Atlanta Braves and the Ford Bronco SUV. Same relentless drive, same legendary grit.
This is Michael Harris II. Go deep on your next adventure with the power and off-road capability of a Ford Bronco or Bronco Sport SUV. For great offers, see your local Ford dealer. Proud sponsor of your Atlanta Braves.
Bronco and Bronco Sport are trademarks of Ford or its affiliates. All rights reserved.
Cancer. One small cell can change everything. Beating it takes something big. Northside Hospital Cancer Institute is built for it. Built for breakthroughs. Pioneering clinical research, treatment, and surgical innovation. With the most cancer centers and board-certified oncologists in Georgia. We're built around you. With personalized care from screening through survival. Northside Hospital Cancer Institute. Built to beat cancer.
A Braves game day is about great fans and great food. And the original Louisiana Hot Sauce makes everything you eat at the ballpark hit like a home run in your mouth. Our peppery kick and a pinch of tang bring out the best in whatever you're eating between innings. Wings, dogs, nachos, chicken tenders. A splash of Bayou flavor brings every bite up a notch. So while the Braves go for the win on game day, you can win at game day eating with the original Louisiana Hot Sauce. That's Louisiana Hot. Buy you some.
Digging, grading, tilling, and mowing. All in a day's work with Yanmar, the tractor that works as hard as you do. Discover new possibilities at yanmartractor.com. Strike three.
Good calls. They're great in baseball games, and they're even better when you need a law firm. If you've been in an auto accident and need legal representation, do yourself a favor and get the best call there is. I'm attorney Ken Nugent. My team will fight for you and stick with you from start to finish, working hard to get your money quick. Give our team a call. 404-CALL-KEN. One call, that's all. Proud partner of the Atlanta Braves.
NFS Nugent PC Attorneys at Law, 1355 Peachtree Street Northeast, Suite 1000, Atlanta, Georgia, 30309.
This spring and summer, the world's biggest names in soccer are coming to downtown Atlanta. Stay where the city gathers at Omni Hotel at Centennial Park, just steps away from Mercedes-Benz Stadium and State Farm Arena. Skip the traffic when you stay with easy access to dining, entertainment, and the energy of Centennial Park District. Book now and take advantage of special seasonal offers now before it's too late. Plan your spring and summer staycation at omnihotels.com/Atlanta.
Attention Braves fans, we have a major announcement. Tire Discounters is back as the tire retailer partner of the Braves. Here's their Stasi jingle.
Sorry to interrupt, but all of us at Tire Discounters are really excited because if the Braves hit a home run, we're giving all the fans a great deal. Cash off on select tires and free alignment. And a free oil change. Okay, roll it. See store for details.
This is Kelly Kroll reminding you to join me in the locker room every Wednesday and Thursday morning from 6 to 10 on 680 The Fan, 93.7 FM, and the Fan app.
This is Braves country, where history lives and legends rise. And now, the next chapter begins.
Acuna swings, gets into it, deep center, to the wall, streaking out of here. Two-run home run, Ronald Acuna, first pitch.
Atlanta, the Braves are back, and it's time to make some noise.
Swung on, high drive, deep right field, headed for the chop house. Gone! How about another grand slam home run for the Braves?
Atlanta Braves baseball on the Braves Radio Network is brought to you by the original Louisiana Hot Sauce. Buy you some. Your local Ford dealers, proud partner of your Atlanta Braves. The Home Depot, how doers get more done. Hyundai, proud partner of your Atlanta Braves. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today. John Foy and Associates Personal Injury Law. Get the strong arm. Arrow Exterminators, make the right call and protect your home or business from pests by calling 888-GO-ARROW. Peachtree Orthopedics, same day evenings and Saturdays. It's time to get better. SeatGeek, the official ticket marketplace of the Atlanta Braves. Yanmar Tractors and Engines, an official partner of the Atlanta Braves grounds crew. Your Atlanta area Lexus dealer. Experience amazing. TimberTech decking and railing. Everything wood should be. Visit TimberTech.com. Attorney Ken Nugent. One call, that's all. Xfinity. Score the most reliable internet at one price for 5 years guaranteed. Xfinity. Imagine that. Pennington Grass Seed. Official partner of the Atlanta Braves grounds crew. ServPro. When disaster strikes, call ServPro to make it like it never even happened. Saya LTL Freight. The official freight and logistics partner of the Atlanta Braves. Corona Extra. La Playa awaits. Georgia Power. The official electric energy partner of the Atlanta Braves. IBEW Local 613. Truist Park keeps the lights on with IBEW 613 electricians. The Battery Atlanta's own ASW Distillery, home of the award-winning Fiddler Bourbon. Tonight, be here as Austin Riley, Ozzie Albies, and the Braves take on the Washington Nationals live from Nationals Ballpark in D.C. This is Atlanta Braves Baseball on the Braves Radio Network. Lit by Louisiana Hot Sauce.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome into Atlanta Braves baseball. Tonight from Nationals Park in Washington, D.C., it's the third game in a series of 4 between the Braves and the Nationals. On the mound for the Braves tonight, right-hander Didier Fuentes, and the Nationals will be going with right-hander Zach Littell. Great to have you with us tonight alongside Joe Simpson and our producer-engineer Jonathan Chadwick. Ben Ingram here with you. And Joe, the Braves are looking to avoid consecutive losses for just the second time this season. They dropped 3 in a row earlier in April, and tonight they turn to the 20-year-old Didier Fuentes, and man, I know we're both excited to watch him pitch tonight.
Boy, I am. And, and he pitched really well in that third game of the season against the Royals in relief. He went back to Gwinnett, and he pitched lights out there. So he's learned a lot after kind of getting beat up a little bit last year when he got called up. Wasn't quite ready for the big leagues. But I think he might be ready now. And at 20 years old, with some confidence, I'm really looking forward to seeing what he has tonight.
I love the answer that Walt Weiss gave to you about that, about coming up here last year, really getting roughed up as a 19-year-old, but what he learned from all of that, and it's really showed. It goes back to spring training. The statistic from spring training that was mind-boggling. Faced 43 batters during spring training and got 39 of them out. Man, you're doing that at this level, you're going to be around for a while.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter who you're facing. I mean, you could have faced teams on the road in spring training. You could have seen them at home. It doesn't matter. When you retired that many professional hitters, you're doing some things right, and all the work he's put in to try to tweak some of his stuff certainly has been paid off for him.
Meanwhile, the Nationals are going with Zach Littell. He's got an ERA over 7, and the long ball has been an issue for him, not just this season, but previous season.
Yeah, a couple of years, long balls have been awful for him. He's a guy that's got to be precise, Ben. He's got to be right on the corners. He's got to be sharp with his stuff. It was not good against the Giants in his last time out when he got knocked around. 11 hits, 8 runs. So maybe the Braves are catching him at a good time.
Yeah, hopefully so. Braves take this game tonight, and they'll at least split this series. I'll tell you 2 things I know we'd like to see the Braves do a better job of tonight. Number 1, not as many walks.
Right.
A dozen walks last night. Then a lot of first-inning runs allowed here lately. Nationals do that as a whole. They lead baseball in that department.
Yeah, Jacob Young's driven in runs each of the first innings in the last 2 games, no matter where he bats in the order. So, let's shut him down in the first inning and go from there.
Sounds like a good plan. When we come back, Joe will tell you who's in there as he takes you through the lineups, and after that, we'll get to the first pitch. Braves and Nationals coming up tonight on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
What if you could have the most reliable Wi-Fi at the same price for 5 years? That's the Xfinity 5-year price guarantee. No annual contracts, no hidden fees, and our best equipment included. Plus, get online in minutes with same-day Wi-Fi. Just 5 years of fiber-powered Wi-Fi that boosts speeds to the devices that need them most. Lock in your price and unlock the possibilities. Xfinity. Imagine that. Select plans only. Restrictions apply. Powered by fiber. Connected to the premises by coaxial cable. Actual speeds vary.
What up, Braves fans? Joe Button here to talk to you about my favorite part of the game, Prize Picks. Swing into action this baseball season with Prize Picks, proud partner of the Atlanta Braves. Prize Picks started in the A, so you know we had to show love to the home team. Plus, it's the best app for making all your sports picks.
Download the Prize Picks app today and use code BRAVES and get $50 instantly in lineups when you play $5. That's code BRAVES on Prize Picks to get $50 instantly in lineups when you play $5. Prize Picks.
Must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details.
For game-changing performance on the field to getting things done around the house, Doers make a difference. And when it comes to home improvement needs delivered right to your door, the Home Depot is how Doers get more done.
This is Kevin Swanson, business manager of IBEW Local 613. If you're an experienced electrician, then you've heard about the IBEW. Maybe you've heard that it's not for you or that you should stay where you are. Well, there's a reason why over 5,500 electricians are members of IBEW Local 613, and a reason we build the most important projects in Atlanta. Talk to our members, look at our working agreement for our wages, benefits, and job site conditions. You don't guess in this trade, you look for yourself. Go to IBEW613.org.
You need all the energy you can get for game day. Luckily at Georgia Power, we know a thing or two about saving energy. We understand that energy costs are an important part of your budget. That's why we're dedicated to providing tools and assistance that can help make a difference, so you can save your energy for the game. Visit georgiapower.com/myenergy to learn more.
When you open a Corona, you hear the sounds of wherever you are a little differently. A little more Corona. And you think to yourself, why am I just listening? Corona. La Playa awaits. Relax responsibly. Corona Extra Beer, imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Lock into the radio home of the Atlanta Braves way before first pitch. Lock in Chuck and Chernoff while you work or in your car from 2 to 6 on 680 The Fan, 93.7 FM, or the Fan app.
Out here at the ballpark, time to look at tonight's starting lineups. And we got a pretty night, certainly best night of the three we've been here in Washington. And here's a look at the starting lineups powered by Georgia Power, the official electric energy partner of the Atlanta Braves. For Atlanta, Ronald Acuna Jr. will lead it off and play right field. Drake Baldwin will bat second, and he'll be the DH again tonight. Matt Olson will hit third at first base. Austin Riley will be at third base and bat cleanup. Ozzie Albies is at second base batting fifth. In center field batting sixth will be Michael Harris II. Mauricio Dubon will be the shortstop hitting seventh. Mike Yastrzemski will bat eighth and play left field. And stay in the lineup to do the catching tonight will be veteran Jonah Heim. Again for the Braves, it's Acuna, Baldwin, and Olson, Riley, Albies, and Harris, Dubon, Yastrzemski, and Heim. For the Washington Nationals, leading it off playing right field will be James Wood. Luis Garcia Jr. had 4 hits last night. He'll be at first base batting second. At third base, batting third will be Brady House. C.J. Abrams will be the cleanup hitter, and he is at shortstop. Batting fifth in left field, Dalen Lyall. In center field, batting sixth is Jacob Young. Jorbit Bibas will be at second base, batting seventh. Hitting eighth, and then being the DH again tonight will be Jose Tina. And Keibert Ruiz will get his first start in the series. He'll do the catching and bat ninth. Again, for the Nationals, it's Wood, Garcia, and House, Abrams, Lyall, and Young, Bibas, Tina, and Ruiz. Those are your starting lineups, and we'll have first pitch right after this on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
At long last, all the greatest hits together on one compact disc with timeless classics like
The Lottery Just Paid, I finally got it made.
And who can forget the mega hit Big Money?
Big money, ain't it funny? The cash is raining down.
Minutes of pure listening pleasure.
I hit the jackpot and I got...
No one wants these hits, but everyone wants a nice hit of cash. Play the new hit family of scratchers from the Georgia Lottery. Play responsibly.
A golf instructor who knows technique can improve an aspiring pro's swing. But one who really cares can help transform a career.
There he is, your new champion.
When you team up with someone who knows a lot and cares even more, you're unstoppable. At Truist, we believe the same is true for banking. Truist, leaders in banking, unwavering in care. Truist Bank, member FDIC, leading based on top 10 U.S. commercial bank.
Brought to you by Steel, powering the future with professional-grade battery tools built for the real world. Steel.
Strike three. Good calls. They're great in baseball games, and they're even better when you need a law firm. If you've been in an auto accident and need legal representation, do yourself a favor and get the best call there is. I'm attorney Ken Nugent. My team will fight for you and stick with you from start to finish, working hard to get your money quick. Give our team a call. 404-CALL-KEN. One call, that's all. Proud partner of the Atlanta Braves.
Kenneth S. Nugent, PC, attorneys at law, 1355 Peachtree Street Northeast, Suite 1000, Atlanta, Georgia, 30309.
Hey Braves fans, make sure you're hitting on all cylinders this season. Stop by Valvoline Instant Oil Change for home run service. Just slide on in, no appointment necessary. You'll get a winning oil change in about 15 minutes so you can get cruising on I-75 in time to root for your Braves. So whether you're heading to Truist Park or back to home base, trust the team at Valvoline Instant Oil Change to get you there. Valvoline Instant Oil Change, proud partner of the Atlanta Braves.
Hey, this is Jaron Solomon from Solomon Brothers Jewelers. People ask me all the time, what does it mean to be the preferred jeweler of the Atlanta Braves? And it means a lot to the Solomon family. I'm born and raised here in Atlanta, Georgia, and more importantly, I'm a Southeast kid. And the Atlanta Braves have meant everything to me growing up. They're a fabric of their community. We believe we're a fabric of this community. And being associated with the Atlanta Braves has truly been an honor, and we really appreciate it. Go Braves.
Hey, Braves fans, don't miss Jeff Francoeur's only radio visit in Atlanta. Join the locker room every Monday morning at 9 on 680 The Fan, 93.7 FM, and the Fan app.
As we get ready for the start of tonight's ball game, a reminder that Tire Discounters Round Trip or Home Run promotion offers Braves fan savings on sets of Goodyear and Cooper tires, plus a free alignment and a free oil change with any tire purchase. Learn more at tirediscounters.com/Braves. They will have a fire sale on runs tonight. Braves will get out to an early start and put this thing to rest early on. Braves could use some early runs. They haven't had many on this trip and in a while. Meanwhile, the Nationals have. They got 2 runs in game 1 in the first inning, and they got 3 runs last night. So let's put that to rest right now on the opponents. The umpires for tonight's game: Brian Onora, a veteran behind the plate. Chris Siegel is at first base. Eric Backus at second. Laz Diaz at second. Read something on the umpires and who have had the most changes on appeals and made on their calls this year. And Eric Backus has had the lowest number of challenges and also the most correct. There was like 9 challenges, and he'd been correct on 6 of them. So good for Eric, who umpired behind the plate here the first night of this series. 73 degrees at game time, by far the most pleasant evening we've had here of the first 3. Winds out of the southwest 7 to 10 miles an hour. We're supposed to have a beautiful day tomorrow with temperatures ranging up in the upper 70s. And for the Braves, it'll be Martin Perez going tomorrow instead of Chris Sale against Cade Cavalli, the ace of the Washington staff. If you haven't heard, the Braves have pushed back Chris Sale to Sunday at home against the Phillies. And between now and then, beginning on that series and Friday, it will be Elder and Holmes preceding Chris Sale. And if you heard Walt Weiss on his report here earlier tonight, he was talking about they do everything they can to just try to protect Chris Sale and make sure that he's ready to go on every outing. And what this will do is, coming up in his next couple of starts after Sunday, he'll have an extra day's rest on every one of those. And so that's always a good part of being 37, is being accommodated for those kind of starts, especially when so much is riding on your efforts. Zach Littell leads his team out of the dugout, just now taking the field. The defense in the outfield for the Nationals, left to right, it's Lyall, Young, and Wood. First to third on the infield, Garcia, Bibas, Abrams, and House. Behind the plate, Keibert Ruiz tonight. First time we've seen him. And Zach Littell on the mound, 30 years old, 6'4", 250. 6'4", 250 out of Haw River, North Carolina. H-A-W, like Hee-Haw. Haw River, North Carolina. He was originally an 11th round pick in 2013 by the Mariners. His career record is a winner, 34-31 with a sub-4 ERA, but off to a rotten start with his new team, the Nationals. He's 0-2 with a 7.11 ERA. Against Atlanta, he's made 10 appearances in his career, but only 1 start. He's 1-1 with a high 9 ERA. And how about this? 16 innings. He's given up 6 homers to the Braves, 3 walks, 15 strikeouts. He's a low 90s fastball guy with a cutter, a split, and a sweeper. So he's going to rely on contact and hoping balls will be hit on the ground and at somebody. Last year, he was with 2 teams, Tampa Bay, then traded to Cincinnati at the trade deadline and had a winning record. He was 10-8 with a 3.81 ERA and provided both of those teams with a lot of innings. But he's ready to go. And here with the play-by-play story for us is Ben Ingram.
Thank you so much, Joe. Got a gorgeous night tonight. And the Braves looking for their second win in this series. Game 3 of a 4-game series. It'll be Acuna, Baldwin, and Olsen for the Braves here in the top of the first inning against this right-hander, Zach Littell. Not much wind tonight. And the setting sun down the left field line. Littell, the right-hander, looks to be ready. So is Ronald Acuna. And now for the ball game. First pitch swung on and fouled back by Acuna. Starting up at 6:47 tonight here in Washington, D.C. 5:47 Eastern. Time of the first pitch brought to you by Schumann Farms. Look for real sweet brand Vidalia onions from Schumann Farms in a store near you. No balls and a strike. Pitch on the way to Acuna and a ball inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Yeah, Littell, a big customer. You mentioned it. 6'4", 250. This big right-hander set up on the first base side of the rubber. Brings the 1-1. And Acuna sends it fouled on the third baseline. For Littell, he's allowed 7 home runs in 19 innings this year. 5 of those have come over his last 2 starts. And he's given up more home runs than anybody else in the National League. It's not just the home runs either. A lot of opposing batters have been reaching versus Littell. 1-2 pitch, a high fly ball towards shallow center. Coming into medium depth center field, Jacob Young. He's under it for the out. And 1 down here in the inning. Folks, cash in on the baseball action with Prize Picks, the official daily fantasy sports partner of the Atlanta Braves. Download Prize Picks, use code BRAVES, get $50 in lineups when you play $5. You must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details. 1 down for Drake Baldwin. Hit a long homer last night, and he wrecks one to deep right field. That's moving fast. Way back to the stands and gone. Drake Baldwin with a homer, his 7th of the year, and it's 1-0 Braves in the top of the first.
Woohoo! It's a way to get on top early.
It's another home run given up by Zach Littell, the 8th he's given up this year. And Drake Baldwin, who homered last night, has another one tonight with his very first swing in the game. Punish that slider. My goodness, what a display by Drake Baldwin. 1-0 Braves. Matt Olson takes a called strike with that homer by the Braves. You'll save $100 on sets of Goodyear and Cooper tires tomorrow only, plus a free alignment and a free oil change at Tire Discounters. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That's it deep to left. Going back now, Lyall looking up. He finds it, makes the catch out of the left field. And 2 down. Home run save Braves fans money all season long. Claim your coupon at tirediscounters.com/Braves. So 1-0 on the homer by Baldwin. Here comes Austin Riley. For Littell, this is before the action tonight. He had faced 89 batters this season. Almost 40% of those men had reached base. There's a called strike. So that bodes well for the Braves. A lot of base runners versus Littell.
And like I said, he's not a strikeout guy. His stuff is not something he can go to just quick get out of innings.
Well, 1 fouled off by Riley. No balls, 2 strikes. So he's throwing a lot of strikes, 9 pitches, 8 strikes, but he's not putting them in the zone where he wants. Riley fouls it off. No balls, 2 strikes. The homer by Baldwin traveled 391 feet. Last night he hit at about 440. This came off his bat at 102. Austin hitless in the series. 0-2 pitch. Way outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Austin enters the action tonight needing 1 more RBI for career RBI number 500. He's looking at a 1-2 count versus this right-hander Littell. If he can reach, Ozzie Albies would come to the plate. 1-2 pitch and a swing and a miss. Struck him out with a sinker, and that ends the top of the first inning, but the Braves get a homer from Drake Baldwin. We go to the bottom of the first inning. Braves won, and the Nats coming up when we come back.
Hey, Braves fans. Spring and warm weather are officially here, and you know what that means. Bugs, termites, mosquitoes, ants, and roaches will be out in full force. Luckily, you can trust the pros at Arrow Exterminators to keep your home pest-free inside and out. Arrow Exterminators protects homes and businesses and is the official pest control provider of Truist Park and the Atlanta Braves, so you know that you're getting the best from the best. To set up a free pest inspection, call 888-GO-ARROW or visit arrowexterminators.com. That's 888-GO-ARROW or visit arrowexterminators.com.
When you need a lawyer after an auto accident, make the right call. I'm attorney Ken Nugent, and I'm based right here in Georgia. Other big-name legal teams aren't even from this area.
Right one.
We'll get you your money quick, while other legal teams waste your time.
Right two.
And our team is with you from start to finish. Other legal teams pass you off to a secondary team.
Right three.
Make the right call. CallKen.com. One call, that's all. Proud partner of the Atlanta Braves.
Kenneth S. Nugent, PC, attorneys at law. 1355 Peachtree Street Northeast, Suite 1000, Atlanta, Georgia, 30309.
As the official hot sauce of the Atlanta Braves, the original Louisiana Hot Sauce is here to make sure all your favorite ballpark eats can't be beat. It's like a beautifully balanced 5-tool power hitter made with peppers, vinegar, and salt, bringing the right kind of heat for whatever's going on the grill. Hot dogs, burgers, and all those fully loaded brats. Grab the original Louisiana Hot Sauce for a taste that always hits. That's Louisiana Hot. Buy you some.
This copyrighted broadcast is presented by authority of the Atlanta Braves and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Atlanta Braves.
Hey, we all know work is important, but make it a habit to stay attached to the sports scene every weekday with me, Nick Cellini, and Chris Domino. Weekdays from 10 to 2 on 680 The Fan, 93.7 FM, and the Fan app.
First pitch swung on and fouled off by James Wood here in the bottom of the first inning. It's a 1-0 lead for the Braves. And it's Wood, Garcia, and House due up versus Didier Fuentes, making his first start in the big leagues this year, second appearance. 20-year-old right-hander brings the 0-1 pitch and a ball outside. Nationals have been scoring a lot of runs early in games, as the Nationals lead the majors with 25 first-inning runs, 6 more than the next closest team. Pitch there misses, so 2 balls and a strike now on James Wood. And for the Braves here lately, they've given up at least 1 run in the first inning of each of the last 3 games. Altogether, 7 first-inning runs allowed by the Braves in the last 3 games. Wood with a check swing roller down the third base line into shallow left, sliding to it Austin Riley, and it's a base hit for Wood. This guy just continues to find new ways on base. That was just a check swing tapper down the left field line.
Just read tonight that of his 8 home runs, 5 are to the opposite field. Well, now he's got a check swing roller down the first base line for a base hit.
Big 6'6" right fielder, the runner at first base. Here's Luis Garcia. 1-0 Braves. First pitch on the way from Fuentes. That'll be swung on, fouled off. Here's the leather for Atlanta. Matt Olson at first base. Ozzie Albies is at second. Mauricio Dubon is the shortstop, and Austin Riley is at third base. And the Braves outfield, Mike Yastrzemski in left field tonight. Michael Harris on patrol in center. Ronald Acuna out there in right field. Jonah Heim is the catcher, and Didier Fuentes on the mound. 0-1 pitch on the way to the left-handed hitting Luis Garcia. Now a pickoff of it at first base, and Wood back in with a dive. Fuentes, 6 feet tall, 175, right-hander from Colombia. He's 20 years old. He'll be turning 21 in July. And this season, no record, a 2.25 ERA and 4 innings of relief in 1 game on March 29th versus the Royals. He had an electric spring training. I mean, he was really something. 0-1 pitch. Outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. We gave you the number earlier. For Fuentes this spring, this is how we really knew we're dealing with a more mature pitcher, a guy who had really advanced from just where he was a year ago. He faced 43 batters during spring training and retired 39 of them. 1-1 pitch. Check swing. Believe he went. The appeal. Laz Diaz confirms that at a 1-2 count after the check swing strike. For Fuentes, he went to AAA Gwinnett, made 3 starts there, posted a 2.16 ERA, had 20 strikeouts in 16 2/3 innings, and just 6 walks in that span as well. Looking for a strikeout here. 1-2, lashed out towards left, down for a base hit. Garcia took him out to left field, so back-to-back singles from Wood and Garcia. That'll bring House up to the plate. Right now, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
Never miss a pitch of the Braves.
WCNN North Atlanta, a Dickey broadcasting station.
The Fan, and streaming free on the Fan app.
1-0 Braves, thanks to a home run by Drake Baldwin in the top of the first inning, but the Nationals are threatening. Brady House, third baseman, 2 for 6 in the series, and the first right-handed batter that Fuentes will face climbs in. Runners at first and second. And Didier back to work, and there's a called strike. Fuentes is seeing the Nationals for the first time in his career, and he's also looking for his first big league win. This is his 6th appearance and his 5th start, and he's 0-3 in the big leagues. The 0-1 pitch. Swung on, missed. That fastball 96, and There have been times we've seen Fuentes as hot as 99 with his fastball. Got a splitter. He's got a slider. And both of those secondary pitches have advanced significantly from where they were a year ago. But there's another part of that. Here's the 1-1 pitch on the way to Brady House. House takes a called third strike. So fastball got him. And that's our Gas South bringing the heat strikeout. Just like Didier Fuentes, Gas South is bringing the heat with no deposits, no hidden fees, and simple natural gas rates. Well, there are a couple of things that were obvious after watching Fuentes last year in the big leagues. Number one, his secondary stuff had to improve.
Right.
And he's done that with the slider and the splitter. But another part of that is he needs better locations with his fastball. Here's C.J. Abrams. Abrams takes a strike. Last year, it's like he just wanted to live at the top of the zone. That might work in the lower levels in the minor leagues, but not here. And his fastball location has been much better around the strike zone.
You don't always get that call at the top of the zone either.
0-1 to Abrams. Swung on, missed.
That's some fastballs right there. 3 to House, and now 2 in a row to Abrams, all strikes.
That one coming in there at 98. Way ahead of Abrams, 0-2. Fuentes deals. Fouled back just to get a piece of the fastball.
If you heard the Walt Weiss report today, you heard him really bragging on Fuentes and how he has tweaked his arsenal. How he's worked to make those pitches better that you were just discussing, Ben.
20-year-old right-hander looking into his target, Jonah Heim. Lefty stick of Abrams awaits. And the 0-2 popped up, maybe playable, coming back towards foul ground. Heim, that's going to be in the seats. That lands about 4 rows back. At an 0-2 count, Braves in the traveling gray uniforms tonight. Gray tops, gray pants. Red lettering, red numerals outlined in navy. Atlanta across the chest on top of the tomahawk. Nationals in their home white tops, white pants. Navy lettering outlined in red. Red numerals outlined in navy. And Nationals across the chest, those white uniforms in cursive. 0-2 to Abrams. Have a seat. He swings and misses. That time a fastball at a good location, low and away. Back-to-back strikeouts for Didier Fuentes.
And that one in 98.
Well, last night, the Braves are in all sorts of trouble with base runners all over the place for the Nationals. 2 down for Dalen Lyall. There's a ball low and inside. What they have for them tonight that they didn't have last night, swing and miss stuff on the mound, where you can get some outs without any contact. So much contact last night. Base runners all over the place for the Nationals last night. 1-0 to Lyall. Outside, 2 balls, no strikes. 1-0 Braves. We're at the bottom of the first inning. Drake Baldwin belted one over the right field wall in the top of the first inning. And the Braves leading by that 1 run. 2-0 to Dalen Lyall. Strike on the outside corner. Fastball 96 from Didier Fuentes. Lyall 1 for 6 in this series. And the one came in game 1. It was a big one to hit a homer. Offering on the way, low and inside. This with a slider. 3-1 on Dalen Lyall. If Lyall reaches, Jacob Young would come to the plate. Garcia the runner at first, Wood the runner at second. 3-1, fouled off over the Braves dugout, 3-2. Big pitch coming up right here for Didier Fuentes. Bases have 2 men aboard. And a 3-2 count on Dalen Lyall. So the runners will be on the move here with 2 down. Had good success with that fastball versus the last 2 batters. Runners go 3-2, and he hangs alive, fouls it off. Tried his best fastball there in 98. Lights on here at the ballpark. Still a good amount of daylight left in the D.C. skyline. Fans still making their way down the aisles into their seats. Fuentes set right at the letters. And the 3-2. Just got a piece of it, fouled it off. Fuentes, wearing number 72 on his back, makes a slow stroll up the front slope of the mound. Plants his right foot on the third base side of the rubber, looking into his target, Jonah Heim. Meanwhile, Lyall steadies the bat. Runners will be on the move again. There they go, and the 3-2 hit well to deep right field, heading back to the wall, and that is gone. Well, he finally caught up to a fastball that came in at 97 miles an hour, and Dalen Lyall belted it over the right field wall. It's his second home run of this series. And it is his third home run of the season, and he makes it 3-1 Nationals as they pick up more first inning runs.
Probably just a case of too many fastballs in that sequence to Lyall. Fell behind him in the count and had to throw some fastballs to try to get back in the count, and then he caught up with one.
He had fouled off some good fastballs, then got one that he could pulverize, and he was able to yank it out of here. RBIs 11, 12, and 13 for Dalen Lyall. Inning continues for Jacob Young. Lyall has been impressive. He's a young one himself. He's only 23. First pitch misses to Jacob Young, and this will be challenged by Jonah Heim. So the first ABS challenge of the game, and this is a ball. Heim now 9 for 15 on ABS challenges this year. 3-1 Nationals, bottom of the first. 1-0 pitch up and in, 2 balls, no strikes. Young 2 for 8 in the series. 2-0 pitch is high, 3 balls, no strikes. This 3-0 in for a strike, so looking to battle back right here.
Yeah, just regroup, reboot, battle back, retire this guy, and start over in the second.
3-1 fouled off into the seats down the right field line. Yeah, for a young pitcher, you go through a sequence like that and give up the home run. I'm sure that can be rattling. But at the same time, you got to know these guys in your dugout, they're going to score some runs too tonight. Just find a way to get through this and hit that reset button in an inning. 3-2 pitch. Chopped off the plate, out to third, onto the grass. Charges Riley, can't get there. That'll be a base hit. Took an awkward last hop and kind of bounced away from Riley. Even if he's able to make that play and grab it, I don't know that he's able to throw over and get Young in time.
Well, that's 2 this inning already. A check swing base hit right down the line when the Braves are playing Wood way over to pull. He reaches to start the inning. And that one that took a weird hop on Austin as he was getting to the baseball.
Here comes Jorby Bibas. 3-1 Nationals in the first inning. Ball inside of the left-handed hitter. Boy, these Nats in the first inning have been something else. Some quick starts. They have now scored 28 first inning runs this season. And now 25 games. 1-0 to Bibas. A rocket into right field. Acuna going back, and that is over Ronald's head and off the base of the right field wall. Hitting the bag at third, and Young, he continues to the plate. Braves will hold it at the cutoff man, and it's an RBI double for Bibas. Make it 4-1 Nationals. So after back-to-back strikeouts by Fuentes, a 3-run homer, an infield single, and that rocket double off the wall in right field. Well, the Braves have now allowed 11 first-inning runs in the last 3 games plus tonight. Here's the number 8 hitter, Jose Tena. He takes a called strike. RBI number 3 for Bibas. 0-1 pitch, and there's a strike. Slider there. No balls and 2 strikes on Jose Tena. Bebas takes a lead at second base. And the 0-2. Missed outside. Make it a 1-2 count on Jose Tena. This has got to make Zach Littell feel better. He gave up the home run in the top of the first inning. He's going to go to the mound in the second with a lead. Meanwhile, Fuentes up to 35 pitches. Here's 36. That'll be sent foul into the seats along the left field line. One-two to Tena. Ground ball foul on the first baseline. Tried again with a 1-2 count. Well, it's such a tough recipe when you see your starting pitcher 30, 35, 40 pitches used in the first inning, especially when the Braves have had to use so many relievers the last several games. Trying to put away Jose Tena. Bats 8th in the order. 1-2 pitch, and he swings and fouls it off. Got a piece of a splitter and a 1-2 count now on Tena. If he reaches, then Keibert Ruiz would come to the plate. And all 9 Nats will be coming to the plate in the first inning for the second straight game. Fuentes set right at the tomahawk. Glanced to second, and the 1-2 pitch. And he struck him out. Good time over the fastball away for strike 3. But 4 runs in the inning for the Nationals, including a 3-run homer by Dalen Lyall. We go to the top of the second, 4-1 Washington.
The time to pursue your dreams is now, and the place is South College. With South College's Associate of Science in Health Science, you can focus on pre-nursing or pre-pharmacy. Each curriculum is designed to promote development of knowledge and skills. South College participates in a variety of financial aid programs for those who qualify, and academic guidance resources are readily available on campus. To find out more about South College's Atlanta or Marietta campus, visit south.edu. That's south.edu. South College, where dreams find direction.
Hey Braves fans, make sure you're hitting on all cylinders this season. Stop by Valvoline Instant Oil Change for home run service. Just slide on in, no appointment necessary. You'll get a winning oil change in about 15 minutes so you can get cruising on I-75 in time to root for your Braves. So whether you're heading to Truist Park or back to home base, trust the team at Valvoline Instant Oil Change to get you there. Valvoline Instant Oil Change, proud partner of the Atlanta Braves.
Real Braves fans know a reliable outfield is key to winning games. Braves fans also know that when it comes to buying their next new vehicle, they can always rely on Landmark Auto Group. With Georgia's best deals on new Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, and Ram vehicles, and 3 convenient locations in Morrow, Atlanta, and Athens, you're never too far from a Landmark store. Or shop us online at shoplandmarkcars.com. Landmark Auto Group, proud partner of the Atlanta Braves.
Always the best deal, always.
When the Braves aren't playing on a weeknight, join me, Buck Ballou, with Kelly Kroll from 6 to 8 on 680 The Fan, 93.7 FM, and the Fan app.
Into the top of the second inning, it's a 4-1 lead for the Nationals, as they got a 3-run homer by Dalen Lyall and an RBI double from Jorge Bebas. And now the Braves looking to answer here in the top of the second versus Zach Littell. Right-hander facing Ozzie Albies, swinging it from the left side. Ozzie takes the ball outside. Well, the bad news is the obvious. Braves trailing 4-1. The good news is several times in the last 4 or 5 days, Braves have come from behind to win a game. They'll have to do that tonight. Here's the 1-0 pitch on the way to Ozzie. Ball a little bit low and outside. It also happened in game 1 of this series. Nats had the early lead, but the Braves, thanks to a 5-run 6th inning, and they added on a few more in the 9th, came back and won that game 9-4. 2-0 to Albies. Strike. Fastball over versus Ozzie. 2 balls and a strike. Second inning means it's the Toyota Stolen Base Challenge inning. I'll introduce you to our contestant after the 2-1 pitch to Ozzie. Here it is from Littell. That'll be fouled back, 2-2. If the Braves steal a base here in the second, our contestant, Peggy Amos, will win $300 in free marathon gas cards. Just like Peggy, you can enter the Toyota Stolen Base Challenge by visiting Braves.com/Stolen Base Challenge. 2-2 from Littell. Fouled off by Albies.
You know, Ben, we came to town knowing that the scouting report on the Nationals was that they gave up a lot of runs, but they scored a ton of runs. And last night, no exception. They got 3 runs last night in the 7th inning. They got 3 runs in the 8th. And their first inning tonight, they get 4. They're bunching them together.
They're leading Major League Baseball in that department. 2-2, fouled off down the first baseline. Well, they hand this 3-run lead to a man with an ERA over 7. And a lot of game left to be played. Well, let's see what the Brave Sticks have in store for Zach Littell. 2-2. In the air towards shallow right center field. Drifting back is Bebus, and the second baseman drops the ball. He was making the catch over the top of his head, and when it hit the leather, just about all the ball was showing. I mean, it was a snow cone and a half. And then it just came free and fell right below him. Maybe that's the Braves' break that they were looking for.
Yeah, you're right. He never had that in the pocket of his glove. Just squeezed it out.
An E4 charge to Bebus. Bebus drove in a run with the RBI double in the first inning. Now he allows the base runner on that error. Michael Harris up to the plate. Harris fouls it back. And that's another place where the Nationals have really suffered this year when it comes to giving up lots of runs, is their defense has been so faulty. Harris takes a ball in the dirt. That's smothered back there by Keibert Ruiz. 1-1 on Michael Harris. Zach Littell, 9-year veteran. He's been with the Rays, the Twins, the Giants, the Reds, the Red Sox, and now the Nationals. Good lead at first base by Albies. 1-1 pitch. Swung on and driven deep down the right field line. Rising through the sky to the foul pole. And a home run. Michael Harris pounding it just fair inside the right field foul pole. And it's a 1-run game. Way up into the sky down the right field line. The only question was fair or foul. And it was right inside that foul pole as Chris Siegel, the first base umpire, had his eyes right on it and pointed fair. It's a 1-run game.
It was a split finger that stayed knee high, and he pulverized it down the line and into the second level above their bullpen.
Homer number 5 for Michael Harris. A little foul ball down the right field line by Dubon and out of play. Boy, Michael Harris on a great start this season. He has 9 hits in his last 16 at-bats, including 3 homers. Became a father last week, and yeah, he's been a daddy all right. Here's the 0-1 pitch. There's a called strike. 0-2 on Mauricio Dubon. 4-3 game. 0-2 to Dubon. And a ball low and outside. You hate falling behind. But like I mentioned, you have to remember this is a Nationals team that blinks a lot defensively. And they have a pitcher on the mound who gives up lots of homers. That's hit well to deep right field off the bat of Dubon. Over to his left is Wood. Circles off his route in the corner just shy of the warning track. And he's got it for the out and 1 down. And what I'm getting at is that's the recipe you want to get back into a game. And that's what's taking place here in the top of the second.
And a lot of game to go.
One out for Mike Yastrzemski. 4 runs on 5 hits for the Nats. 3 runs on 2 hits for the Braves. And the ball outside. One-0 pitch. Yastrzemski hammers one to right field, down for a base hit. Makes the turn at first base, cutting it off just shy of the warning track, James Wood. And he gets it back in to limit Yastrzemski to a single. Wood 6'6" with that long wingspan. He's able to reach it before it got to the wall. There's a lot of right fielders that have gone to the fence against.
You know, watching him, Ben, and that was a great swing by Yastrzemski, but Wood a little bit nonchalant over to get some balls. It's, I guess, because he's a long strider, but you couple that with his long arm and the glove.
Time takes the ball low.
And it kind of saves whatever deficiency there might be in right field.
That's
for
right.
Wood.
I mean, he's got some reach on him out there in right field. 1-0 pitch. He connects and sends it into left center field in for a base hit. Yastrzemski around second, cruising for third. Gloving, spinning, and firing Lyall out of left center field. It's the cutoff man. A single by Heim, and they're at the corners now for Ronald Acuna. Might be one of those nights tonight.
Yeah, it might be. Jonah's really had a good road trip. He had a double in 4 trips last night. That made him 3 for 8, and now 4 for 9.
Simon Matthews, the pitching coach for the Nationals, out there meeting with not just his pitcher Littell, but the entire infield. Yeah, the way this thing has started, folks, it might be first 1 to 12 runs wins this thing. I mean, they are slugging out of their shoes early. Braves with 1 run in the top of the first inning on a homer by Drake Baldwin. Nationals answered with a 4-run bottom of the first, including a 3-run homer by Dalen Lyall. And here in the second, Braves have scored 2 runs on a 2-run homer by Michael Harris, and looking for more with runners at the corners, only 1 down.
I'd love to see them tie it up at the very least and give Fuentes a chance to restart in the bottom of the inning.
Ronald Acuna, high fly ball to deep right. Wood drifting, still drifting to the warning track. He's there. Tagging from third base, Mike Yastrzemski. He comes across, and it's a tie game 4 apiece. Right back where we started and back to even. RBI number 6 for Ronald Acuna. 2 down in the inning with Jonah Heim over at first base. And the bat in the hands of Drake Baldwin. So 3 runs across the inning. Baldwin takes the ball outside. All this started on that error by Jorbit Bibas as he dropped the ball on a pop-up in shallow right center field. 1-0 is outside, 2 balls, no strikes. Over for a strike. For Littell, that was his 35th pitch of the game. He only has 2 swings and misses in this game. A lot of contact. 2-1, hard hit ball in the right field by Baldwin. To second, Heim, he's going to keep on rolling. He goes from first to third on the single by Baldwin. Drake was able to shoot it through the right side between Bibas and Garcia. And another hit for the Braves. And now Olson will come to the plate, and he's the 8th Brave to the plate here in the top of the second.
Another great swing by Drake on a pitch that was down, and good base running by Heim.
Matt Olson 0 for 1 with a fly out to left field. He can give the Braves the lead with a base hit. First pitch he sees in for a called strike. It was a first pitch slider. You'd imagine Littell in his mind's thinking, where do I go to find a swing and miss, to find a strike? So much contact. 0-1 pitch. That's popped up. On the infield, Littell comes off the mound, now gives way to the third baseman, Brady House, and he makes the catch between the mound and the third baseline, and that wraps up the top of the second. But the Braves with a very loud answer. Thanks to a 2-run homer by Michael Harris, it's a 3-run inning. We go to the bottom of the second, tied at 4.
What if you could have the most reliable Wi-Fi at the same price for 5 years? That's the Xfinity 5-year price guarantee. No annual contracts, no hidden fees, and our best equipment included. Plus, get online in minutes with same-day Wi-Fi. Just 5 years of fiber-powered Wi-Fi that boosts speeds to the devices that need them most. Lock in your price and unlock the possibilities. Xfinity. Imagine that. Select plans only. Restrictions apply. Powered by fiber. Connected to the premises by coaxial cable. Actual speeds vary.
Hyundai gives you America's best warranty on every new vehicle. It includes a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty, plus 24/7 roadside assistance. That's peace of mind from Hyundai. And these days, that's priceless.
Lease a Hyundai Tucson for $239 a month, or get 0% APR for 60 months, or $3,000 bonus cash. Hyundai is a proud partner of the Atlanta Braves. Call 813-867-0006 for complete offer details.
Napa has the parts and the expertise to help your business stay ahead of the game. That's why Napa is a proud partner of the 2026 Atlanta Braves. Two legends driven to win from the field to the open road. While Napa is powering fleets and garages across the country, the Braves are delivering pennants, MVPs, and championships. So no matter the size of your business, Napa are the pros that know how to keep you moving at full speed.
Thank you, DoubleTree Suites by Hilton at the Battery Atlanta, for being a preferred hotel of the Atlanta Braves. Conveniently located within walking distance to the Atlanta Braves Stadium. Book your next stay at the DoubleTree Suites by Hilton at the Battery Atlanta.
Technology can make you a better sports fan and a better driver. Use CarPlay or Android Auto to get the traffic on your dashboard while you listen to Chuck and Chernoff from 2 to 6 on 680 The Fan, 93.7 FM, or on the Fan app.
All right. Let's see if you caught your breath yet. Might need a seatbelt for the rest of this game. It's a 4-4 game into the bottom of the second. Braves with 2 homers, Baldwin and Harris. Nats with 1 homer from Dalen Lyall. Here's Keibert Ruiz. He bats 9th in the order. And back to work, Didier Fuentes. First pitch on the way. And a called strike 0-1. Well, you love coming back to tie the game, but especially for a 20-year-old pitcher who just gave up 4 runs in the first inning. 0-1 pitch. Nub foul. We're talking about him needing to hit the reset button. That helps a lot.
I think it makes a big difference for him if he can take advantage of it and not have the feeling that he had in the first inning of trying to show what he's been doing.
0-2 pitch. That'll work. Swung on, miss. Struck him out with a slider down and in.
What's that, 4 strikeouts?
That's now 4.
And 4 outs.
1 down, back to the top of the order to James Wood. The original Louisiana Hot Sauce keeps the flavor bases loaded with three simple ingredients: peppers, vinegar, and salt. And flavor that's always a hit. Exactly why the original Louisiana Hot Sauce is the official hot sauce of the Atlanta Braves. Pitch misses to James Wood. 1 ball and no strikes. Here's my question about Wood. What do they need to do to figure out a way to get this guy out? Because he's been reaching just about every time he comes to the plate. 1-0 pitch, swung on, miss, 1-1.
Well, he struck out a ton. I think I told you earlier, he certainly is the highest on their team with 36 strikeouts. Next highest is House with 28.
1-1, swung on, miss.
But I think they've been trying to pitch him away, and I think he likes the ball with those long arms. Think he likes it away.
Don't let him extend those long arms. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Way outside, 2-2. He's hit 8 homers this season. He's driven in 19. Last night he walked 4 times and hit a homer. 2-2 pitch. Low it in, 3-2. Wood singled and scored in the first inning tonight. Now a 3-2 count on him. Fuentes out of the windup and the payoff pitch. Check swing did not go. Ball 4. Tried a slider on the 3-2, and that was a little bit low and away. First walk allowed by Didier Fuentes. Luis Garcia's had a good series. We talk a lot about Wood and Abrams, as well as Lyall, and rightfully so, but Garcia's gone 5 for 10 in this series. First pitch, a little bit low and inside.
Gone 5 for his last 6, counting last night.
Singled in the first inning tonight and scored a run. 1-0 pitch. Ground ball out to second. Ozzie to his left. Spins and throws to second. They get the lead runner in James Wood. That's a tough play made very gracefully by Ozzie. Wood with those big strides getting down to second base quickly, and Ozzie going to his left away from the bag. Had to make a really good throw, put it right on the money for the out.
Well, and a smart play to try to get the lead runner if you feel like you've got time.
Garcia down to first with a fielder's choice. Here's Brady House, who's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Game is tied at 4 in the bottom of the second inning. Fuentes from the stretch throws over to first base and back in with a dive Garcia. Garcia 2 for 2 in the stolen base department this season. And again, if you weren't listening last night, this is a Nats team that runs a lot. 26 of 32 as a team in steals. Called strike. Got a fastball over the outside corner.
One thing about Garcia, he's always been able to hit. They just couldn't really afford his lack of defense. And they've got some guys to play second base now, and Nunez and Bibas. They had to find some place to get his bat in the lineup.
0-1 pitch. Nothing wrong with that. Got it over for a strike.
And they don't have a first baseman. I don't know too many major league teams that don't have a bona fide first baseman, so they've moved Garcia to first.
Keeps his bat in the lineup. 0-2 pitch. Just missed away. Fastball 98 from Fuentes. That's been about where the fastball is topped out. And 96 to 98 with his fastball. Fuentes comes set. Good lead at first by Garcia. 1-2 pitch. Take a hike. Got him looking. Went with a fastball and locked up House. He goes down looking for the second time in the game. That's now 5 strikeouts through 2 innings for Fuentes. We go to the top of the third inning, tied at 4.
Real Braves fans know a reliable outfield is key to winning games. Braves fans also know that when it comes to buying their next new vehicle, they can always rely on Landmark Auto Group. With Georgia's best deals on new Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, and Ram vehicles, and 3 convenient locations in Morrow, Atlanta, and Athens, you're never too far from a Landmark store. Or shop us online at shoplandmarkcars.com. Landmark Auto Group, proud partner of the Atlanta Braves.
Always the best deal, always.
Now at McDonald's, people are ordering from the under $3 menu and getting their usual just for less than usual. Really, under $3. Now a sausage McMuffin is only $1.50 and a McDouble is $2.50 for a limited time. Get more value and more choice when you order from the under $3 menu. In a hurry, order ahead on the McDonald's app. Limited time only. Price and participation may vary. Prices may be higher for delivery. Copyright 2026 McDonald's.
This spring and summer, the world's biggest names in soccer are coming to downtown Atlanta. Stay where the city gathers at Omni Hotel at Centennial Park, just steps away from Mercedes-Benz Stadium and State Farm Arena. Skip the traffic when you stay with easy access to dining, entertainment, and the energy of Centennial Park District. Book now and take advantage of special seasonal offers now before it's too late. Plan your spring and summer staycation at omnihotels.com/Atlanta.
Make Brian Finner and John Michaels and me home team Brandon leak your soundtrack at work weekday mornings from 6 to 10 on 680 The Fan, 93.7 FM, and the Fan app.
Got ourselves a tie game as we roll into the top of the third inning. We're tied at 4. Good to see the Braves hang a 0 up on the board on the Nats side of the column in the bottom of the second. The last time the Nationals didn't score a run in an inning was in the 6th inning last night. They had a 4-run first inning tonight. Here's Austin Riley, and he'll bounce it foul over Tommy Watkins down the third base line. 0-1. Riley has taken Littell deep before in his career. Austin 0 for 1 with a strikeout, only strikeout tonight. There's a high fly ball towards deep right center. Young and Wood coming together. That should be Young's ball. And right at the edge of the warning track in right center, he's got it for the out, 1 down. Want to remind you to get Wi-Fi so reliable, it never gets caught looking at one price for the next 5 years and same-day Wi-Fi. Xfinity, imagine that. Nationals Park in Washington, D.C. 4 runs on 5 hits for both teams. 1 down for Ozzie Albies. Ozzie takes a strike. Really beautiful evening here in Washington, D.C. tonight. And the crowd has responded. Biggest crowd thus far this series. 0-1 on a fly ball towards shallow left. Dalen Lyall now in medium depth left field. Opens up the glove. That disappears in it and 2 down. Sun setting down the left field line, and if you're sitting high enough in this stadium, as we certainly are, down the left field line above the buildings, you can see the Capitol Building Rotunda, and the sun shining on it as it makes its path through the western sky. Pretty nice.
See the Capitol and Mount Rushmore from here.
2 down for Michael Harris. There's the ball low and inside. Yeah, I think you can see the capital of Kentucky from here. High booth. Maybe the highest in the league. Here in Texas, probably have the 2 highest booths in the league. There's the 1-0 pitch on the way to Michael Harris. And Michael drives one the other way. Out to left field. Back to the wall. And that is gone as well. That thing just took off over the left field wall. And Michael waylaid it out of here for his second home run of the game. He's hit 6 this season, and the Braves have a 5-4 lead in the third.
That's his second homer in 2 innings. 1 down the right field line, 1 in the left field bullpen, and everything's been up. That's why these guys are teeing off. Littell does not have a good enough fastball to throw it by anybody belt high.
Mauricio Dubon pops it up. Coming back now is Ruiz to the backstop. And that's out of play down into the stands. A homer that Harris hit last inning went 414 feet. And the homer he hit this inning, 394 feet. 0-1 pitch. Missed low. 1 ball, 1 strike. So the Braves have hit 3 home runs tonight. Zach Littell has now given up 10 home runs this season in 22 innings. 1-1. Popped up off the end of the bat to the right side of the infield. Louis Garcia looking skyward, and he's under it for a 2-handed grab. And that ends the top of the third inning. But the Braves get another homer by Michael Harris. A 2-homer night so far. We're only in the third inning. We go to the bottom of the third. Braves leading 5-4. Hey, Atlanta baseball fans, it's Ben Ingram. Spring is here, and the excitement of a new season is in the air. It's also the perfect time to upgrade your backyard with TimberTech decking. TimberTech combines innovative technology with real-world resilience to deliver the beauty of wood without constant maintenance. Built to handle sun, storms, and years of gatherings, TimberTech is designed to perform season after season. Order free samples or connect with a contractor near you at TimberTech.com. TimberTech, everything wood should be.
Wouldn't it be nice to have a reliable Medicare plan so you can focus on all the things that matter to you? Well, with United Healthcare Medicare plans, that's exactly what you get. Support every step of the way. In fact, 4 out of 5 members are satisfied with the benefits and coverage provided by their United Healthcare Medicare plan. Count on United Healthcare to be there with Medicare coverage for your whole life ahead. Learn more at uhc.com.
When it comes to shipping, Saia Freight and Logistics delivers a grand slam. As the exclusive freight and logistics partner of the Atlanta Braves, Saia provides comprehensive nationwide service focused on customer satisfaction. For over a century, Saia has delivered the smart solutions and reliable shipping businesses both big and small depend on. When service is everything, it's a yes. Step up to the plate with Saia. Visit Saia.com. That's SAIA.com.
Brought to you by Steel, powering the future with professional grade battery tools built for the real world. Steel.
The radio home of the Atlanta Braves is everywhere. Watch our live in-studio camera, chat with other fans, or check out the best archive clips from our local shows by searching 680 The Fan on YouTube.
5-4 Braves into the bottom of the third. C.J. Abrams leads off for the Nationals, takes the first pitch strike from Didier Fuentes. Didier did a nice job answering the call last inning. Bats came back, tied the game, and he kept them off the board in the second. There's a ball low and inside. Now he's pitching with the lead for the first time. There's a 1-run lead as the ball is flying out of the ballpark tonight. Braves have hit 3 homers, 2 for Michael Harris. 1-1, a cut and a miss by Abrams.
It was a good splitter.
Abrams struck out swinging in the first inning. And he spoils that foul off to our left. Great to have you with us tonight alongside Joe Simpson and our producer-engineer Jonathan Chadwick. Ben Ingram here with you for the third game of this four-game series, Braves and Nats. 1-2. Just inside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Final game of the series tomorrow, a day game at 1:05 Eastern. 2-2 pitch, comebacker out to short, and that gets through Mauricio Dubon. It was coming quickly at Mauricio, and it was just going to his left, and he tried to scoop it with a glove and missed all of it. Base hit for Abrams.
Yeah, there was a little bit of an olay in that play, trying to get out of the way of it.
It had ramped off the mound, and it was really coming through quickly. Leadoff single. And now it's Dalen Lyall's turn. Lyall with a 3-run homer in the first inning. Pick off to first base. Back into the dive, C.J. Abrams. The home run by Lyall in the first, the count was 3-2. He fouled off some really tough pitches, and then he belted a 97-mile-an-hour fastball over the right center field wall. Now it's a fly ball to left field. Mike Yastrzemski should be able to handle this. Looking up, makes the catch, and one down here in the third inning. You need all the energy you can get for game day. At Georgia Power, we know that energy costs are an important part of every budget, and we're committed to providing tools and assistance to make a difference. You can save energy for the game. Learn more at georgiapower.com/myenergy. One out for Jacob Young. He singled and scored in the first inning. Young takes a strike on the outside corner. Young hitting .264, does have a couple of home runs. 26 years old. 0-1 from Didier Fuentes, and he's late on that swing. Fastball 98 from Fuentes. 0-2 on Young. He'll be followed by Bibas. Five strikeouts thus far for Didier Fuentes. Check of the runner at first base in Abrams. He's got a big lead over there. Abrams not going. 0-2 pitch. Stroked into center, in for a base hit. Turned around a 98-mile-an-hour fastball. He was trying to put him away with heat. That time Young able to square it up. Second hit of the inning. They're at first and second with 1 out.
Young's had a good series. That's his 4th hit.
And his second tonight. Now it's Bibas up to the plate. Bibas with an RBI double back in the first inning. Spells his last name with V's as in Victor, but pronounced with B's as in Braves. Jorbit Bibas, spelled V-I-V-A-S. First pitch of the sequence, swung on, missed. Bibas batting 7th in the order. 25 years old from Venezuela, Bibas. 0-1 pitch. Low and inside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Bibas originally signed with the Dodgers as a free agent. That was back in 2017. He also spent time in the Yankees organization before landing with the Nationals. 1-1 and a ground ball to second. Ozzie can't come up with it. Tries to backhand it. It's up the left arm. Goes up into the air and he just grabs it out of midair. And the bases are loaded. Off the bat, looked like it could have been 2. Should have at least gotten 1, but it's an error. And the Braves get none. And they're loaded with 1 out. Now both second basemen have put a ball in play where the other second baseman committed an error on the play. And here's Jose Tena. Left-handed hitting DH. Swings and bounces it foul by the Nationals dugout.
Yeah, a couple of ground balls hit off of Fuentes this inning that normally you see the Braves come up with. And I know the one hit at Dubon was hit hard, but could have handled it.
0-1 late on that swing. 0-2. 5-4 Braves, bottom of the third inning. Bases loaded, one out for the Nationals. Inning has gone single, fly out, single error. And now Tena, who is 0 for 7 in the series and batting .300 on the year, awaits the 0-2. Got him. Swung on, miss. Big strikeout for Fuentes. Strikeout number 6 for Didier. 2 down there in the third.
Sorry, Ben. That was the first error of the year for Ozzie.
Well, now if the Braves can get Keibert Ruiz, that error won't hurt the Braves. Ruiz takes the ball outside. He's a switch-hitting catcher batting from the left side. Struck out swinging in the second inning. He's a .214 hitter. 1-0 to Ruiz. Fouled back. I know that their hopes for Ruiz to be a better hitter were significantly higher than what they feel about him right now. Ruiz traded over from the Dodgers a few years back. 1 ball and 1 strike. Fuentes to the plate. Huge swing and a miss.
It's kind of funny. I heard today that they have 2 switch-hitting catchers, and they think Keibert Ruiz is a better right-handed hitter, batting left tonight, and Millis, who's a switch hitter, is a better left-handed hitter. So they kind of platoon that way.
1-2 pitch, and he struck him out.
Atta boy.
Good slider. And with the bases loaded and 1 down, Fuentes strikes out Tena, and Ruiz gets through the jam. We go to the top of the 4th inning, 5-4 Braves.
You need all the energy you can get for game day. Luckily at Georgia Power, we know a thing or two about saving energy. We understand that energy costs are an important part of your budget. That's why we're dedicated to providing tools and assistance that can help make a difference, so you can save your energy for the game. Visit georgiapower.com/myenergy to learn more.
Braves fans, everyone's first pick for ice cold refreshment is back at McDonald's. The Braves Frozen Fanta, a winning blend of Frozen Fanta Blue Raspberry and Frozen Fanta Wild Cherry. It's the MVP of flavor. And right now you can get a medium for only $1.99. That's what I call knocking your cravings out of the park for a grand slam of a deal. There are drinks, then there are drinks from McDonald's.
Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Coca-Cola and Fanta are registered trademarks of the Coca-Cola Company.
Are you passionate about healthcare? South College offers a Bachelor of Science or an Associate of Science in Nursing program that could be your path to making a real difference. And after completing your program, you'll be eligible to take the NCLEX RN exam. South College offers modern nursing labs, simulation labs with viewing rooms, computer labs, student center study areas, and more. Visit south.edu today to learn more about South College's Atlanta or Marietta campus. South College, where dreams find direction.
Start your weekend with the Buck Belue Show with me, Kelly Krall, Saturday mornings from 9 to noon on 680 The Fan, 93.7 FM, and the Fan app.
Braves 5, Nationals 4 into the top of the 4th inning. Offense for both sides coming out swinging this evening. They have landed some big blows. 3-run homer in the first inning by Dalen Lyall. And for the Braves, a solo homer in the first by Baldwin. 2-run homer in the second by Baldwin, and then a homer in the third, or rather by Harris, I should say. Baldwin with the first inning homer, Harris with homers in the second and third. There's a called strike. I'm thinking one on Mike Yastrzemski. 8, 9, and 1 in the order. Yastrzemski, Heim, and Acuna. 0-1 pitch. Fly ball out towards left center field. Going to his right, Young. He'll be caught off by Lyall. And the left fielder's got it for the out, 1 down. Northside Hospital Cancer Institute, one of the nation's leading and largest cancer programs. Northside is built to beat cancer. 1 out here in the 4th inning. By the way, those of you who regularly listen to our podcast from the Braves booth, we just put out our brand new episode this afternoon, episode number 66. And that is out there live wherever you tune in and get your podcasts. There's a called strike now on Jonah Heim. That was a fun show we had today.
It was. Had a lot of good questions, too. When the team's playing well like it has been.
A one pitch outside.
A lot of good things to talk about.
From the Braves booth. That's the name of the podcast. So never too late to the party. You're just now finding out about it. 1-1 is outside. 2 balls and a strike. Four Braves in the fourth. Littell brings it. That'll be swung on, missed. Littell has not been missing many bats at all. He has the 1 strikeout. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Jonah Heim. And the 2-2 misses up and in. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Littell wears number 18 on his back. Big, thick beard. Kind of a strawberry blonde beard. Set at the letters and the 3-2. Heim takes ball 4. First walk allowed by Littell.
Keibert Ruiz doing the catching tonight for the Nationals' first game in this series. Last year suffered some concussions.
Ronald Acuna up to the plate. Ronald fouls it off into the seats along the first base line.
And that was from foul balls. So what they've done this year with him behind the plate, he's catching on one knee and he's getting lower. And a lot of the foul tips that were hitting him in the mask are now hitting the umpire.
Oh, wow. A 1 pitch. Inside, 1 ball and 1 strike. The last thing you need as a catcher, anybody, is multiple concussions.
Right.
And that's great they're able to solve that for Keibert Ruiz. And good luck to the umpires. Here's a 1-1 pitch. Ronald fouls it off over the Nationals dugout.
Just means they've got to get lower, too.
They do. 5 runs, 6 hits, and an error for the Braves. 4 runs, 7 hits, and an error for the Nationals. Ronald with a sac fly drove in a run in the second inning. And the 1-2. Missed low, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Well, after our game was complete last night, the Phillies were defeated again. Lost to the Cubs last night. They're just now starting up action tonight as they're scoreless in the first inning. Phillies and Cubs from Wrigley. 2-2 high and outside, 3-2. Mets lost again last night as they gave up 2 runs in the ninth. Were defeated by the Twins 5-3. So they've lost 12 in a row, but the Mets have a 1-0 lead in the third inning tonight versus Minnesota. And it'll keep you up to date on what's happening in those games as well. 3-2 pitch fouled off by Acuna. And as we do that through the night, that'll be the scoreboard update delivered to you by Saia, the official freight carrier of the Atlanta Braves. Here it's 5-4 Braves. Braves trailed 4-1 at one point. That was the score at the end of the first inning. But a 3-run second and a 1-run third, and the Braves on top. They're looking to score some more here in the fourth inning. 3-2 pitch, up and in, ball 4. That'll put runners at first and second after back-to-back walks. Now it's time to take advantage of those free passes, and who else would you rather have at the plate than Drake Baldwin? Maybe Michael Harris, but that's it.
Just tonight, though. Well, that ball Baldwin hit in the first inning was a scorcher.
Baldwin's homer, 391 feet. The first Harris homer, the one down the right field line, the longest homer of the night, 414 feet. Meeting at the mound between Ruiz and Littell.
No one throwing in their bullpen.
Drake Baldwin 2 for 2, also has a single to go along with that home run. First pitch from Littell. Missed high. Suddenly falling behind a lot. One out of Baldwin. Outside ball 2. I was talking about the lacks of swings and misses for Littell, especially compared to Didier Fuentes. Didier has 15 swings and misses tonight. Littell has 2.
Wow. That's a lot early on for Fuentes.
2-0 pitch, towering fly ball just back of the infield cutout. C.J. Abrams waiting on it to come down. It finally does, and he has it for the out and 2 down. 2 outs here in the 4th, and here comes Matt Olson. Matt came to the plate in the 2nd inning, runners at the corners, and he popped out to 3rd. And I'm sure he was frustrated with that. Now he has an opportunity here with runners at 1st and 2nd, 2 down.
Well, he's only 2 for 12 in his career against Littell, so he'd like to change that right here for sure.
Littell goes to work. Close shave there. Up and in with a first pitch slider. Olson tonight, fly out to left, pop out to 3rd. He's got 19 RBIs on the season. Can make it number 20 with a base hit right here. 1-0 from Littell. Hit hard deep down the right field line. That thing is shattered. It's a 3-run homer by Matt Olson. That went screaming down the right field line, out of the ballpark, and it's 8-4 Braves in the 4th. Seventh home run for Matt Olson.
That was not the typical Matt homer. Those pop bottle rockets he hit. This one barely cleared the fence in right field, and I mean never lost its altitude. It was just a line shot.
Can't wait to see the numbers on that thing. What an impressive shot. There's a called strike on Austin Riley. Can't even imagine what that sounded like hitting the back wall of their bullpen. That'll be tap foul by Riley. I mean, that was coming in hot, boy. Came off his bat at 108 miles an hour. One to Riley. Missed inside. 2 balls and a strike. The Braves scored once in the 1st. 3 times in the 2nd, once in the 3rd, and 3 more here in the 4th. And they have hit 4 homers tonight. High fly ball to left. Dalen Lyall looking skyward, under it, and makes the catch. That ends the top of the 4th, but another big inning for the Braves. A 3-run homer by Matt Olson. Take advantage of those walks. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. 8-4 Braves.
At long last, all the greatest hits together on one compact disc with timeless classics like
The lottery just paid. I finally got it made.
And who can forget the mega hit Big Money?
Big money, ain't it funny? The cash is raining down.
Minutes of pure listening pleasure.
I hit the jackpot and I got...
No one wants these hits, but everyone wants a nice hit of cash. Play the new hit family of scratchers from the Georgia Lottery. Play responsibly.
Hi. Sorry, did I startle you? When you're used to hearing a certain type of commercial, something like this can, well, take you by surprise. That's kind of how it is with the Lexus RX, a vehicle that has continued to defy expectations for over 25 years. From the first luxury vehicle of its kind, to the first hybrid luxury vehicle, to the only plug-in hybrid worthy of the RX name. We understand you want more than the everyday SUV. And isn't being understood an amazing feeling? Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
Springtime means one thing, the return of baseball and the sweet taste of Real Sweet Vidalia onions from Schumann Farms. Grown by a 3rd-generation Georgia family farm, these aren't just any onions. It can only be a Vidalia if it's grown in a specific region of South Georgia where the soils are just right. From backyard burgers to 5-star meals, Real Sweet Vidalias are the MVP of every meal. And with one onion, that does it all. You're getting real value at every bite. Real Sweet Vidalia onions, available now through Labor Day. Make every day real sweet.
At Georgia Power, we know that energy costs are an important part of every budget, and we're committed to providing tools and assistance to make a difference. Learn more at georgiapower.com/myenergy.
Tune in every weekday morning at 7:45 for Atlanta Braves Today, and listen for your chance to win a pair of Brave tickets on 680 The Fan, 93.7 FM, and the Fan app.
Into the bottom of the fourth inning, Braves have an 8-4 lead as Martin Perez takes over now for the Braves.
I was trying to figure out who's going to pitch tomorrow. Not tonight.
There's a pitch on the way to James Wood, and there's a called strike. But yeah, a couple of revelations, you might say, is now Fuentes is out, Perez in, and Perez was scheduled to go tomorrow. There's the 0-1 pitch. That'll be fouled off. 0-2. Let's pause 10 seconds for station ID on the Braves Radio Network.
Every Atlanta Braves game live on the air and streaming free on the app.
WCNN North Atlanta, a Dickey broadcasting station.
The Fan.
No balls, 2 strikes on James Wood. Braves leading 8-4 in the bottom of the fourth inning. Pitch misses there to Wood. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Perez won the first game of the road trip in Philadelphia, his first win in the big league since the end of March of 25. He's now 1-1 with a 2.21.
1-2 is outside, 2-2. Well, now you bring along the lefty to face some of these big left-handed hitters. And as good as Fuentes was, he struggled versus Wood and Garcia and Lyall. Let's see if this lefty can neutralize those lefty sticks. There's a called third strike. Now, there's a good start for Perez. So Wood strikes out. Braves finally get him out. 1 down in the inning. The line for Didier Fuentes, 3 innings. Gave up 4 runs. Gave up a 3-run homer to Dalen Lyall. He surrendered 7 hits, 1 walk, and he had 7 strikeouts and a ton of swing and miss in there. Curtis Meade will pinch hit for Luis Garcia. They don't want the lefty stick of Garcia facing the lefty arm of Perez. Saw Meade last night as a pinch hitter. And he takes a called strike. He struck out last night in the 5th inning, but walked and scored in the 7th and then hit a 3-run homer in the 8th. And Meade fouls it back 0-2. Well, we know that the Braves' plan for tomorrow was Perez. The original plan was Chris Sale. And they pushed Chris to Sunday in the finale versus the Phillies. And they told us that Perez would get the start tomorrow. And now Martin in there in relief of Didier Fuentes. 0-2 pitch, missed outside. So now tomorrow's wide open. And we saw 1 rookie tonight in Didier Fuentes. And who knows, maybe J.R. Ritchie's name could be called. He could be next in line.
That'd be cool.
It'd be his debut if that's the case. 1-2 is low.
He's been pitching outstanding.
Well, you would definitely want to stick around after the game for the Hyundai Postgame show with Barrett Salee, and you'll have all that information as we hear from Walt Weiss every game or after the game each night. 2-2. Meade goes down looking. That time a cutter fools Meade. This will be challenged by Meade. Don't write it in your book just yet if you're scoring at home. Here's the ABS replay up in right center field, and that is a strike. So long, Curtis. 2 down. Good time to tell you with 2 up and 2 down that the bottom of the 4th is the Tidal Wave Auto Spy inning, making Braves country clean card country all season long. If the Braves pitch a scoreless 4th inning tonight, Tidal Wave will offer half off any monthly unlimited wash membership tomorrow. Learn more at TidalWaveAutoSpa.com/Braves. 2 down for Brady House. Braves leading 8-4.
Sorry, Ben. Fuentes struck out 7 in 3 innings, and Perez has fanned 2 since he came in.
First pitch, swinging and missing House. Nats hitters cut and loose, aren't they?
Yes.
0-1 fouled off, 0-2.
So are the Braves, but the Braves are making a little more solid contact than the Nationals since the first inning.
For Perez, this will be his 13th pitch of the inning.
Love what Fuentes did in the third inning, though. Bases loaded after a hit and an error. Loaded him up, and then he struck out the last two guys.
Yeah, that was awesome. 0-2 pitch. Got him swinging for strike three. Went away from him, got the swing and miss. And that ends the bottom of the fourth inning. So we go to the top of the fifth. Braves on top, 8-4.
Braves fans, when you listen to the game, you know there's more happening than what shows up on the box score. The same is true after a truck crash. These cases aren't like car accidents. Different rules, different playbook. I'm attorney John Foy, the strong arm. I know how trucking companies move fast to protect themselves and what they hope you never find out. If you've been hit by a big truck, you need someone who's ready to step up and swing for the fences. Make the right call. Attorney John Foy and Associates, proud partner of the Atlanta Braves.
Oil lights never come on at a good time.
Oh, come on!
You've got enough to juggle, so let Take 5 Oil Change handle it. Drive in and let our techs change your oil, check your tires, top off your fluids, and have you back on the road. It's stop fast. All while you stay in your car. No putting your entire schedule on hold, no upsells, no problem. Take 5 has a special offer to our Atlanta and Charlotte area fans. Wear your Braves gear on Tuesdays to get 25% off your oil change. Find your nearest shop at take5.com.
When you open a Corona, you hear the sounds of wherever you are a little differently. A little more Corona. And you think to yourself, why am I just listening? Corona. La Playa awaits. Relax responsibly. Corona Extra Beer, imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Save time during your workday commute when you rely on your smartphone. Get real-time traffic reports from the app of your choice while you listen to the radio home of the Braves, only on the Fan app.
Into the top of the fifth inning, Curtis Mead remains in the game, goes to first base. Braves have an 8-4 lead, and now for more play-by-play, here's Joe.
Thanks, Ben. It'll be Ozzie, then Harris, then Dubon against Zach Littell, who's still out there. And his first pitch is taken outside, ball one. Hey, today's a clean inning car wash celebration day at Tidal Wave Auto Spa. Stop by any Tidal Wave Auto Wash location tomorrow and get half off any unlimited wash membership for the first month. Ball two. Visit TidalWaveAutoSpa.com/Braves for more information. Ozzie has reached on an error, scored a run, and he's also flied out. Fouls another one at the plate, 2-1. So that wasn't the Yanmar strikeout side inning, right?
No, it's which is unfortunate.
Yeah, it really is. Perez comes in and strikes out the side. They play Ozzie up the middle. Abrams as far to his left as they will let him go. And now Ozzie talking to Brian O'Nora about something. Brian's pretty affable most of the time. He'll talk to you. The 2-1 pitch. Swung on, hit in the air to center field, and fairly deep, but not deep enough. Jacob Young is there, and he's got it. One out. And that brings up Michael Harris II. If you just joined us, he homered deep into the seats down the right field line his first time up, just a matter of whether it was fair or foul. And then he homered to left in the Braves bullpen the next inning in the third. Takes outside, ball one. It's homers number 5 and 6. And he's got 14 RBIs. Swing and a foul ball. Evens a count, 1-1. Speaking of home runs, multi-home runs in a game. Last night, 19-year-old prospect Eric Hartman, who's at Rome, had quite a night. They love this kid, man. He can run, too. Steals a lot of bases. He had a 3-home-run night last night for the Emperors and went 5 for 5. That's a good night. Stretching the pitch high to Harris. So remember that name, Eric Hartman. He's from Canada, loves hockey. 2-1 pitch to Michael. A little bit high, 3-1. Two walks by Littell, and they were then followed by a 3-run homer by Olson. The pitch, swing and a foul tip, 3-2. Michael had a good cut and had a good pitch to hit. Eight to 4 Atlanta. They trailed 4-1. And the full count pitch, swung on, lifted foul, left side, now to play. As Ben told you, a good crowd. We had 12,000 people on a very cold night here on Monday. 16-4 last night as the weather got better, and a better night tonight all around. 3-2 count again to Harris. Fouled back again, left side. Michael has raised his average up to 304 with his good work on this trip. Swings and pops this one up. On the infield, out behind the mound. Abrams calls for it. And still on the grass behind the mound, makes the catch. 2 down.
Here's your good number. Harris tonight with the 2 homers. It's his 7th multi-homer game in his career. He's never had a 3-home run game. But of the 7 in his career, 3 of them have come against the Nationals.
No kidding. That's picking on a team. You always like to have somebody like that. Mauricio Dobon takes a strike. He's 0 for 2. Flied out and popped up. The pitch. Leans back out of the way, and it's inside, 1-1. Nationals play him mostly straight away. And a line drive caught by Brady House at third, right at him. Mauricio's 0 for 3. Team goes 3 up and 3 down, and we go to the bottom, the 5th. Braves still up 8-4.
Switching to Progressive is a game-winning call. And that reminds us of other game-winning calls in the history of sports.
So it was the 4th quarter and we're down by 5. Sweat pouring down my face. Suddenly it hit me. If only I could wrap part of the towel around my forehead. And that's how I became the first basketball player to wear a headband.
Okay, not really a game-winning call, but it was a good call. You can make one too. Switch to Progressive and you could save hundreds. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states.
Braves country is Bronco country. This is Michael Harris II. On or off-road, there's a lot of great and exciting places to check out. And the best way to do it is in the powerful, off-road ready Ford Bronco. See you out there.
For great offers on a new Ford Bronco and Bronco Sport SUV, see your local Ford dealer. Proud sponsor of the Atlanta Braves. Bronco and Bronco Sport are trademarks of Ford or its affiliates. All rights reserved.
A golf instructor who knows technique can improve an aspiring pro's swing. But one who really cares can help transform a career.
There he is, your new champion.
When you team up with someone who knows a lot and cares even more, you're unstoppable. At Truist, we believe the same is true for banking. Truist, leaders in banking, unwavering in care. Truist Bank, member FDIC, leading based on top 10 U.S. commercial bank.
Omni Hotel at the Battery Atlanta, the official hotel partner of the Atlanta Braves, steps from Truist Park. Book now and take advantage of available rates and offers at omnihotels.com/Battery Atlanta.
Your smart speaker could help make the workday fly by or keep you company before the Braves take the field. Tell your smart speaker, play 680 The Fan.
Bottom of the 5th inning, C.J. Abrams will lead it off. He's 1 for 2 tonight. Left-handed hitter against the left-handed pitcher, and he takes outside ball 1. Picked up his first hit of the series last time up. 8 runs, 7 hits, an error for the Braves. 4-7-1 for the Nationals. Outside ball 2. Perez struck out the side last inning, his first inning of work. Fuentes, 3 runs on 7 hits. 3 innings on 4 hits as Abrams sends one down the right field line, but foul. 3 innings, 7 hits, 4 runs, a walks, 7 strikeouts.
Those 2 strikeouts with the bases loaded in the 3rd inning.
They're huge.
I keep going back to that. I feel like we ought to make it the Truist play of the game.
Yeah.
Because the game was kind of swinging back and forth at that point.
Abrams stays alive, foul one off the end of the bat. Count stays 2-2.
And we got a long way to go, but I felt like the Nats felt like that was their chance to have an answer for what the Braves did in the top of the inning. And those 2 strikeouts were enormous.
Swinging and a miss, struck him out. Perez 4 for 4 in strikeouts.
We'll make those 2 strikeouts by Fuentes there with the bases loaded in the 3rd inning. The Truist play of the game brought to you by Truist. When you work with someone who knows a lot and cares even more, you're unstoppable. Truist, leaders in banking, unwavering in care. Truist Bank, member FDIC.
Braves have struck out 11, and we're only in the top of the 5th. And the next batter up is Lyall, who hit a 3-run homer in the first, and he takes ball 1. I was just wondering, but I bet Dalen Lyall knows this. First, the 1-0 pitch fouled off. If you ever wonder what a home run tastes like, Dalen Lyall could tell you. It's a little peppery, a little tangy, and a lot of the original Louisiana Hot Sauce. The official hot sauce of the Atlanta Braves. That's Louisiana Hot. Buy you some. The 1-1. Lyall takes a strike. Good curveball.
This is the 6th time in now 25 games for the Nationals that they have struck out 11 times or more.
Wow. A team that scores a lot of runs, that's a lot. Winding the pitch, fouled back, stayed alive. Still 1-2.
Season high is 13. They had 13 strikeouts on April 7th against the Cardinals. And sitting at 11 here in the 5th inning, they could blast right on by that tonight.
Jacob Young waits on deck. He's 2 for 2 tonight. The pitch. Hit off the end of the bat down the 3rd base line, and that is a fair ball on the chalk. That's being retrieved by Riley. He's going to throw to second, but not in time, as Lyall will slide into second base with a cue stick, cue ball down the left field line. Well, they're pretty good at that tonight. He gets his 2nd hit and his 2nd extra base hit, and the 1st hit off Perez.
Ends a stretch of 6 in a row set down by Braves pitchers. That goes back to the error in the 3rd inning when Bibas reached.
Jacob Young having a good series. 2 for 2 tonight. And scored a run. Right-handed hitter. Perez out of the stretch for the first time in the pitch. Strike. Jorby Bibas waits on deck. He's got a double and an RBI tonight. Here's Perez to the plate. In the dirt, dug out by Jonah Heim. I'd heard a lot said about Dalen Lyall before this series and read a lot about him. A lot of people really high on him, and he can swing it. I know that was kind of a lucky double there, but he can swing it for sure. Stretching the pitch, pulled foul by Young.
It's a really young team. I mean, you keep going up and down the lineup. You see 23, 24, 22, 25. I think that's the most impressive thing is just how young this group is. Lyall himself just 23.
A lot of high draft choices, too. And they're number 2 in the pick in the draft just 2 years ago. Cruz is back in AAA. Kid from LSU. The pitch. A little bit inside. Evens count at 2-2. I believe he went to LSU, wasn't he?
He did.
Made of Skeens.
Yeah, and they won the national championship.
Yeah. He was up here in the big leagues last year, but had a hard time. One out runner at second, 8-4 Atlanta. The pitch. A little bit low, full count.
Washington will pick 11th this year in the draft. Braves will be picking 9th. White Sox have the number 1 overall pick.
Martin ready. Payoff pitch to Young. Here it is. Swung on. Popped up. Out behind second base. Near the bag. Ozzie calls for it. He's got it. Runner has to hold. 2 down. The thing that got Fuentes tonight and why he came out after 3 innings, I think he'd thrown 76 pitches, hadn't he? Is that what it was?
Correct, yes.
And a whole bunch of those, over 50 in the, something like that in the first inning. Here's Bebus, left-handed hitter against the left-handed pitcher, takes curveball outside, ball 1.
By the way, one more comment on that draft that'll be taking place later this summer. Braves also have the 26th pick received for Drake Baldwin winning the Rookie of the Year award.
That's great.
With 9th and 26th.
Martin fires. A little bit high, 2-0. Phillies are leading the Cubs early. 2-1 score there. Mets leading the Twins 2-1. Ground ball to the right side, might get through. No, good glove work by Ozzie. Throws back to first and saved a run and ends the inning. Nice play by Ozzie Albies. No runs, a hit, 1 left. We go to the 6th. Braves up 8-4.
Nothing is quite as American as supporting the home team. At Quikrete, it's what we've been doing for over 80 years, making products that give homeowners and contractors the confidence to quickly and easily knock out their to-do list. So, whether you need to set a fence post, make a repair, or replace your patio, you can count on the yellow bag of Quikrete concrete mix to help you get the job done right. Pick up the Quikrete yellow bag at your favorite home improvement center. Quikrete, it's what America's made of.
Braves fans, when you listen to the game, you know there's more happening than what shows up in the box score. The same is true after a truck crash. These cases aren't like car accidents. Different rules, different playbook. I'm attorney John Foy, the strong arm. I know how trucking companies move fast to protect themselves and what they hope you never find out. If you've been hit by a big truck, you need someone who's ready to step up and swing for the fences. Make the right call. Attorney John Foy & Associates, proud partner of the Atlanta Braves.
I remember the hard road that led to this moment.
And the MLB Comeback Player of the Year is Atlanta Braves pitcher Johnny Venters.
Every day I work towards a better future for my family, my teammates, and my community. Having a setback in life can be devastating, but each challenge is a setup for your strongest comeback.
Braves win!
That's why I trust Globe Life. For over 125 years, they have been helping families protect their financial future. Globe Life. Make tomorrow better.
Hey, Braves fans, Buck Ballou here reminding you to get your sports fix the easy way. Tell your smart speaker to play 680 The Fan.
8-9-1 for the Braves. Yastrzemski, Heim, and Acuna. It's the Georgia Lottery home run jackpot ending with the Braves on top, 8-4. Yastrzemski's 1 for 2. He's also scored a run. Flied out his last time up. First pitch from Littell is inside, ball 1. Our contestant tonight in the home run jackpot inning is Rick Bennett from Carrollton, Georgia, who will win $1,750 if anybody goes deep, and they've already gone deep a lot tonight. The pitch, strike call, 1-1. Baldwin with a home run in the first. Harris with a home run in the second and the third. Olson with a home run in the fourth. The 1-1, swing and a miss. One and two. Nationals do finally have some action in their bullpen. Mitchell Parker, a left-hander, begins to play catch. The 1-2 pitch to Yaz. Here it is. Old foul off the screen in front of the first base dugout. These dugouts here, we mentioned a couple of nights ago that they're very close to home plate, and they're not that spacious. They have huge steps going out. Yastrzemski with a hard hit, 2-hopper to second. Gloved over there by Bemis. He'll throw him out, 1 away. You know, they've got a bench from one exit to the other, but those steps going out to the field nearest home plate, man, that's very wide.
Yes, it is, yeah.
Went out for Heim, who's been on base twice. Singled in the second, walked and scored ahead of Olson's homer in the fourth. Swings and fouls one off. First pitch he sees here in the sixth inning. 0-1.
Watching Littell all night, the beard that he has, kind of a reddish, really thick beard. And all night long I've been thinking, that look reminds me of someone, and it just hit me.
The 0-1 is low. 1-1.
Remember Bryn Smith?
Yes.
Right-handed pitcher?
Oh, yeah.
I thought that beard was about the same.
Mm-hmm.
A thick, kind of reddish beard.
Sure. 1-1. Inside 2-1 to Jonah, who caught last night and in the loss had a double in 4 trips. Batting left-handed, open stance, swings and slow roller toward first, and Meade will have it near the bag. Easy out. 2 away. And Ronald Acuna Jr. will be the batter. He's driven in a run tonight with a sacrifice fly. He's also walked and scored a run. He's 1 for 2. And 2 for 8 in the series. The pitch. In there for a called strike. So Rick Bennett, this guy is due. Ronald's due. I like your chances. Littell works on the first base side of the rubber and fires, and a ground ball sent to third. 2-hopper to House. House over to Meade in time, and the Braves go in order for the second straight inning. And we go to the bottom of the sixth. Braves still up 8-4.
Today's highlight is brought to you by Toyota. At home or on the road, they're never the underdog. Toyota. Let's go places. Lease a new 2026 Toyota Tacoma SR5 for $289 a month for 36 months. Offer valid through May 4, 2026. Well-qualified lessees with approved credit through Southeast Toyota Finance. $42.88 due at signing. No security deposit with select equipment. $350 disposition fee. Excludes tax tag registration, title, and dealer fees. See dealer for details.
Hey, Braves fans. Spring and warm weather are officially here, and you know what that means. Bugs, termites, mosquitoes, ants, and roaches will be out in full force. Luckily, you can trust the pros at Arrow Exterminators to keep your home pest-free inside and out. Arrow Exterminators protects homes and businesses and is the official pest control provider of Truist Park and the Atlanta Braves, so you know that you're getting the best from the best. To set up a free pest inspection, call 888-GO-ARROW or visit arrowexterminators.com. That's 888-GO-ARROW or visit arrowexterminators.com.
Spring is back in Braves country, which means it's time to get your yard ready for the season ahead. Cookouts, backyard catch, friends and family together, your lawn is the backdrop to it all. So this season, get your lawn ready with Pennington and keep it strong all year long. As a proud partner of the Atlanta Braves grounds crew, Pennington is all about thick, durable grass, built for life's big and small moments. Pennington grass seed, available at the Home Depot.
Cobb County is Atlanta's sweet spot and home of the Atlanta Braves. Cobb Travel and Tourism is your insider's guide to all there is to see and do in the area. For more information, visit travelcobb.org.
Jeff Francoeur only appears on one radio station in Atlanta. Get the latest on the Braves and the biggest MLB headlines every Monday morning at 9 on 680 The Fan and the Fan app.
We go to the bottom of the sixth. Pinch hitter Joey Weimer will hit for Tina, who struck out twice. And with a left-hander pitching, Weimer swings and foul tips it. 0-1. Fans, Napa is a proud partner of your Atlanta Braves with America's largest network of parts and care. Napa has all the bases covered when it comes to your ride. Weimer takes low and outside, ball 1. Martin Perez in that first game on the road trip at Philadelphia went 6 innings shutout ball against the Phillies. It's great to get the win. Weimer sends a drive to pretty deep left center field. On the run, Yastrzemski. He's at the fence, and that ball's out of here. A high fly ball that carried out of here for the pinch hitter. And it's 8-5.
First run Martine's given up in a while.
For Weimer. His seventh RBI and his third home run into the Braves bullpen. That fooled me, the distance on it. And then taking low, ball one, is Keibert Ruiz, who's batting right-handed. Perez to the plate. A little bit low, 2-0.
That is Weimer's first career pinch hit.
Martine back to work. And a ground ball sent down the line. Backhanded by Riley at third. Throw across in time. One away. I was just going to talk about that great outing that Martine had before the homer. And the fact that he struck out 4 in 6 innings. And tonight he struck out the first 4 batters he faced.
He was really on a roll to get it started. Look, this team scores a lot of runs. They hit a lot of homers. Just keep throwing strikes like he is. And protect that lead. Might give up a solo homer here and there.
James Wood back to the top of the order. Takes a strike.
But you just love him coming out, throwing strikes and pitching the way that he has been with the lead tonight.
Wood had a check swing single in the first and scored a run. He's walked and struck out. Pulls one foul, 0-2. The second home run hit by the Nationals tonight. Lyall hit one in the first. Foul ball sent back out of play by Wood. Parker continues to throw in the Nationals bullpen as Wood takes outside and count 1-2.
When Parker comes in, similarly to Perez, a guy you're used to seeing as a starter in his career, but used in relief tonight.
He's a left-hander. Fly ball sent high and deep to left center. Another opposite field shot by Wood, and that is over the Braves bullpen and into the seats for another opposite field home run by James Wood. 8-6 Atlanta. Wood's 9th homer, and I mean that went all the way over the Braves bullpen.
Yeah, lift that up. I mean, that was nitro zone for James Wood. And that was into the second row above the Braves bullpen to left center field. What a swing.
Wow. Curtis Meade struck out looking his first time. Check swing, but he went around. 1 out, nobody on. 2 runs in on solo homers by Weimer and Wood. Perez delivers low. 1-1 the count. Again, I think Wood loves the ball away from him. Strike call to Meade, 1-2.
Yeah, he can reach anything. I mean, you could put it in the other batter's box. He can still reach it. And a guy that big, you know he loves to get his arms extended. That traveled 413 feet off his bat at 112 miles an hour.
That's all?
Yeah, felt like about 443 feet.
Yeah. Next pitch, swung on, fouled back. He had Meade reaching for that one to stay alive. Martine's 48th pitch. A little bit inside. Onora Kind of jumped out of the way. I thought he was ringing him up, but it's 2-2. House would be next, the pitch. Little tapper in front of the mound. Martin gloves it, picks it up, throws to first in time. 2 out.
Perez at 49 pitches. And he's got plenty of gas in the tank. You could stretch him out a little bit further, of course. But with the Nationals scoring the way that they can, it's not going to shock anybody if this stays tight throughout the rest of the game. And how do you line up the bullpen at that point?
True. Brady House has struck out 3 times tonight. Perez misses low, ball 1 to him. He's now 2 for 9 in the series. We have seen a lot of scores and results. Strike call. 1-1 to House. With Nationals games where I don't know how many there are, but where it seems like they've won or lost 12-11 or 11-9, or both teams in double digits. It's happened quite often. Hard hit ball to short. Dubon has it, throws to first in time, and that'll retire the order. But not before the Nationals get 2 solo homers. One from Weimer, a pinch hit homer, and the other from Wood, his 9th of the year. We go to the 7th, 8-6 Braves.
It came from outer space.
No, it came from Grindhouse Killer Burgers.
The taste is out of this world.
Well, the taste is, but they're from Atlanta and now at Truist Park.
They are burgers you could die for.
But please don't. You can find Grindhouse Killer Burgers at Truist Park in the Outfield Market, sections 315 and 335. And now in the West End by the Works, or at one of the other 5 Atlanta and Athens locations. You can even book our food truck to bring Grindhouse to your next event. Grindhouse Killer Burgers.
Live fast.
Eat well.
I'm Patrick Brown, former Army Ranger in the United States Army. Like many service members, I had to make difficult choices when leaving the military. And the most challenging thing was finding purpose in a new phase of life. Housing, employment, education, way too many decisions and no idea where to start. That was until I met the Warrior Alliance. They made it simple. They listened and quickly connected me to the services I needed. And like a trusted friend, they even followed up to make sure I was squared away. Change a veteran's life today by donating at thewarrioralliance.org. Helping warriors navigate to success after service.
Oil lights never come on at a good time.
Oh, come on!
You got enough to juggle, so let Take 5 Oil Change handle it. Drive in and let our techs change your oil, check your tires, top off your fluids, and have you back on the road. It's stop fast. All while you stay in your car. No putting your entire schedule on hold, no upsells, no problem. Take 5 has a special offer to our Atlanta and Charlotte area fans. Wear your Braves gear on Tuesdays to get 25% off your oil change. Find your nearest shop at take5.com.
When the Braves aren't playing on a weeknight, join the Buck Belue Show with me, Kelly Kroll, from 6 to 8 on 680 The Fan, 93.7 FM, and the Fan app.
Left-hander Mitchell Parker will come on and work the 7th for Washington. He's 1-0 in 2 games with a 5.40 ERA, 5 innings, 7 hits, 3 runs. Has not walked anybody, given up 7 strikeouts. And the Nationals gotten a little bit closer. They trail 8-6 as we go to the 7th, and here's Ben.
Drake Baldwin climbing in, leading it off for the Braves. Appreciate it, Joe. Mitchell Parker, the left-hander, 6'4", 240, out of Albuquerque, New Mexico. First pitch misses inside. We've seen this guy a handful of times before as a starter. In 2024, his rookie season went 7-10, 29 starts that year. Pitched 151 innings. A year later, pitched 164 2/3 innings. Made 30 starts. 1-0 to Baldwin. Jackknifes out of the way. 2 balls, no strikes.
Well, that's a funky delivery, isn't it?
Sure is. A lot coming at you when you climb in versus Mitchell Parker. Two-0 pitch. Ball low and outside.
Drops the ball right behind him, behind his left leg, turns his body, then his body comes jumping at you, and the arm comes by about a day and a half later.
There's a 3-0 pitch on the way from Parker. And there's a strike. Yeah, that arm's just along for the ride, isn't it?
Yeah. Slingshots it.
Drake Baldwin, 2 for 3, a single, a homer, and a pop out to short. Parker's 3-1. Swung on, missed. His fastball 93. 8 runs, 7 hits for the Braves, 6 runs, 10 hits for the Nationals. Braves have hit 4 homers tonight. Nats have hit 3. Been a slugfest tonight. 3-2 pitch. Inside almost hit him, and there's a leadoff walk for the Braves in the top of the 7th. You know, if you're a fan coming to the ballpark, you want to see some offense. You want to see the long ball. A lot of fans here tonight. I tell you, if you're Simon Matthews or Jeremy Hefner, it'll give you a stomach ulcer watching a game like this. Two pitching coaches. Matt Olson ripped one out of here in his last at bat. He comes unraveled there, swings and misses at a first pitch slider. The homer that Matt hit, 3-run shot in the 4th inning. And it came after a couple of walks that inning. Braves cashed in those 2 walks. Those are the only 2 walks of the game until this one to Drake Baldwin. 0-1 pitch, and he lays off a slider low. 1 ball and 1 strike on Matt Olson. Need to tack on a few more runs, stretch that lead back out. There just doesn't seem to be such thing as a safe lead tonight for either team. 1-1 pitch, in for a strike. Nats had a 3-run lead at one point. And the Braves had a 4-run lead at one point. Currently a 2-run lead for the Braves now in the 7th. 1-2 from Parker. Olson fouls it off. Just did get a piece of the slider. Going slider heavy versus the lefty stick of Olson. Phillies are trailing 4-2 to the Cubs. That game's in the 3rd inning at Wrigley. And the Twins have tied the game with the Mets. That's 2 apiece in the 6th inning in New York. If the Twins win that game, it would be a 13-game losing streak for the Mets. One-two pitch. Olson takes a ball low and outside, 2-2. What do you think is the longest losing streak for a team you're ever a part of? Maybe Mariners?
Yeah, I would have to say so.
2 balls and 2 strikes on Olson. Here it comes, and a ground ball chopped out to second. Gloved out there at second by Vivas. Goes to second, they get 1, and over to first, they get 2. Looked like a very slow developing double play, but they got it done just in time, and it's a 4-6-3 double play.
Yeah, and they were kind of waiting on that second hop. But it was okay for them.
Just did get Olson at first. When Bebas gloved, there was a split second where it looked like maybe he would just give up on the runner at second. But he squared up, went that way, and started the 4-6-3 double play. So 2 down for Austin Riley. He's 0 for 3 tonight. He and Mauricio Dubon, the only 2 Braves who have not reached base this evening. There's a called strike. In between innings, it'll be the 7th inning stretch. That's brought to you by the Warrior Alliance. The Warrior Alliance is stepping up to the plate to help warriors navigate to success after military service. Visit thewarrioralliance.org to learn more. 0-1 to Riley. He swings and misses with a slider. Tons of sliders for Mitchell Parker.
I would say, to answer your question, probably 10 to 12 when I was with Seattle, or back when we called ourselves the Moroners instead of the Mariners.
0-2 pitch. Ground ball to third. Gliding left and gloving Brady House. Fires across. There's out number 3. So a leadoff walk within a double play and a ground out. And the 7th inning dissolves on the Braves. We go to the bottom of the 7th. 8-6 Braves.
Attention Braves fans, we have a major announcement. Tire Discounters is back as the tire retailer partner of the Braves. Here's their Stasi jingle.
Sorry to interrupt, but all of us at Tire Discounters are really excited because if the Braves hit a home run, we're giving all the fans a great deal. Cash off on select tires and free alignment. And a free oil change. Okay, roll it. See store for details.
In the market for a new car or truck? Well, don't make a move until you hear this. From April 15th through the 22nd, my friends at Georgia's Own Credit Union are holding an auto loan flash sale. Whether you're buying new, used, or just want to refinance and save on your monthly bill, this is your 1 week window. We're talking lower rates and flexible terms that fit your budget. Head to georgiasown.org/flash sale to get started. I'm Chuck Dowdle, and I'm proud to be one of Georgia's Own.
Restrictions apply, subject to creditworthiness.
1966, two legends rolled onto the scene. The Atlanta Braves and the Ford Bronco SUV. Same relentless drive, same legendary grit.
This is Michael Harris II. Go deep on your next adventure with the power and off-road capability of a Ford Bronco or Bronco Sport SUV. For great offers, see your local Ford dealer. Proud sponsor of your Atlanta Braves.
Bronco and Bronco Sport are trademarks of Ford or its affiliates. All rights reserved.
Brought to you by Steel. Powering the future with professional-grade battery tools built for the real world. Steel.
Do you have an empty screen doing nothing at home or at work? Watch our live in-studio camera, chat with other fans, or check out the best archive clips by searching 680 The Fan on YouTube.
New pitcher for the Braves is Dalen Lyall. He comes on in relief of Martin Perez, who went 3 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, no walks, struck out 4 and a couple of homers. Dalen has been brilliant. He's retired 10 of the 11 first batters he's faced. 2 games on this road trip, 2 innings total, no hits or runs, 1 walk, 1 strikeout.
And a couple of, or at least one lefty bat to greet him. Yep, here comes Lyall. He's on deck. You just never know with Blake Butera.
Yeah.
So left on left against the first 2 hitters of the inning, Abrams and Lyall. And the first pitch to Abrams misses outside. We had some good questions on our podcast today about Dalen Lyall.
Everybody thinks that perhaps he's a little underrated. We don't talk about him enough, and I think that person who wrote in was correct.
Yeah, he's been great this year. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Strike call. Had a slider over to even the count up 1-1.
Pitching with a lot of confidence.
C.J. Abrams is 1 for 3 with a single, 2 strikeouts. Ball and a strike. Here it is from Lee. Big swing and a miss. One away from him with a slider. Abrams just couldn't help himself. One reaching for it, 1-2. Hardly any breeze in the ballpark tonight. 2 teams have combined for 7 homers. 1-2 pitch. Ground ball rolled out to first. That's a fair ball. Glove back to the bag by Olson. Tosses the bag. Lee's there. They just do get Abrams. Now, that was on the chalk all the way down the line. Unfortunately, Olson was able to glove it just back to the bag. And Chris Siegel barking out fair ball right behind him all the way.
Yeah, a little bit of a tricky hop from that, too.
1 out in the 7th. The average baseball game has 9 innings. You knew all about that. And that means 9 chances to put the original Louisiana hot sauce on all your favorite ballpark eats. All tastier with the official hot sauce of the Atlanta Braves. That's Louisiana Hot. Buy you some. First pitch strike now to Dalen Lyall. Glad to face this guy with the bases empty. Definitely a home run threat. Hit a 3-run homer in the first inning. It's hit 2 homers in the series. And it's a high fly ball to center. Michael Harris to his right, cutting in front of Mike Yastrzemski. Makes the catch and 2 down in the 7th inning. Dillon needs 1 more out for a 1-2-3 inning. If he can get Jacob Young, he'd accomplish that. And a good series for Young. He's 2 for 3 tonight, and he is 4 for 11 altogether this series. So it's an 8-6 lead for the Braves here in the 7th. Offering on the way. And there's a called strike on Jacob Young. Dalen Lyall straightens. Now the 0-1 pitch. In the dirt, 1 ball, 1 strike. Looking ahead to the Braves' 8th, it'll be Albies, Harris, and Dubon.
Well, insurance wouldn't hurt, but
Lee at the belt on the 1-1 pitch. Cut on miss, 1 ball, 2 strikes. I thought you were about to get arrested. What was that just a minute ago? We have a visitor?
They thought we did, but unless they've got a badge, no, I don't think so.
I just saw security just started coming into our booth and talking to you and J-Chat. I thought somebody was about to go to the slammer.
Poking me in the shoulder.
1-2 pitch, and that swung on and tipped foul. I mean, I've done some wild things in my broadcasting career. I've never seen anybody get arrested mid-game.
I thought I was going to get arrested here one night.
I remember that story.
A few years ago.
Yeah. 1-2 on Young. Lee ready? Here it comes. And he missed outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Totally misunderstanding.
I mean, you ruffling some feathers?
Well,
never heard of such.
I know, but and it was all because I misspoke and put an emphasis on the wrong word.
2 low and inside, 3-2.
I used the word if, and I said if instead of just saying if.
Yeah, they wanted to tar and feather you that night.
Yeah, they were upset. They got over it.
3-2 pitch. Had a ground ball out to third. That'll be backhanded by Riley. Zips it across. Down they go 1-2-3. Another great inning by Dalen Lyall. Gets them in order. We go to the top of the 8th, and it's an 8-6 lead for the Braves.
This is Kevin Swanson, business manager of IBEW 613. There's a reason why over 5,500 electricians currently choose IBEW Local 613, and why we build Atlanta's most important projects, including Truist Park. Talk to our electricians, look at our work, look at our working agreement. The only thing you will lose by not looking are wages, benefits, and time. Nothing to lose by taking a look. Go to IBEW613.org.
Ever wonder where the capital A in Chick-fil-A came from? It started with grade A, top quality chicken. But we believed everything, not just the food, should be grade A. The A in Chick-fil-A is for all the little things we do to bring you our best every day.
Atlanta area Chick-fil-A restaurants are teaming up with the Atlanta Braves Foundation on the Home Plate Project to help fight food insecurity for families in need. Show your support by visiting braves.com/homeplate to learn more about food distributions in your area.
Here's a club you'll want to get into, Club Citgo. It's the super easy app that opens the door to great fuel savings and more. Sign up and instantly save 23 cents per gallon on your first fill-up, plus everyday savings that really add up. You can also enter our sweepstakes with multiple winners and giveaways, like free gas for a year. And Club Citgo makes paying easy with a convenient mobile pay feature. So welcome to the club where all the action is. Download Club Citgo today. Savings good up to 30 gallons, only at participating locations. Data rates may apply.
Get your morning baseball fix with Atlanta Braves today, weekday mornings at 7:45, and listen for your chance to win a pair of Braves tickets before 8 on 680 The Fan, 93.7 FM, and the Fan app.
Into the top of the 8th inning. Braves have an 8-6 game. It's been wild on the field, even wild up here in the booth. 8-6 in favor of the Braves into the top of the 8th. Ozzie Albies leading off. It'll be Albies, Harris, and Dubon versus Parker here in the top of the 8th. Parker faced the minimum in the 7th. There's a called strike.
They weren't even looking for me. They were looking for you.
Looking for me.
Yeah.
I remember being a kid and watching Harry Carey on WGN. And it's as if, like, here's the 0-1 pitch on the way. There's a chopper off the plate. Third base side of the mound, gloved by Parker, guns over, not in time. Ozzie Albies beat it out. That's a nice run by Ozzie, hustling all the way down the line. And it's a leadoff single for Ozzie Albies in the 8th. And he's aboard. Braves have the leadoff man aboard. That'll bring Michael Harris up at the plate, who's homered twice tonight. I remember back in 80s WGN days, and women would just walk into the booth and plant one on Harry in the middle of a broadcast. And I always remember thinking, like, how in the world did that would happen all the time? They just wander into the booth and plant one on Harry. I thought we were about to have one of those here in this booth. This isn't an easy booth to get to. Michael Harris takes a ball.
I can just hear Harry, too. Hey!
What's your name?
Not bad.
1 ball and no strikes on Michael Harris. 1-0 to Michael. Over for a called strike. Well, we mentioned this earlier. Tonight is the 7th time in Michael Harris's career that he's had a multi-homer game. He's never had a 3-homer game. Got a shot at it here versus Mitchell Parker. And boy, would it come along at a good time for the Braves. Harris, huge swing and a miss at a fastball. Harris has never homered off Parker, but he's had a lot of success against him. 4 for 11 with a double and a triple against him.
Wow.
Ozzie Albies, the lead at first base. Parker set right at the collarbone. 1-2, cracked to right field. That's dropping and caught by Wood. And back to first base now, Ozzie Albies. That was a lightning bolt off the bat of Harris. Wood charging hard to his left. We mentioned those long arms, and he reached out and gloved it maybe a foot off the grass.
That is a defensive weapon with just his reach. And there's about 90% of outfielders who wouldn't have reached that.
I mean, off the bat, I thought that was going to one-hop to the wall. Wood covers so much ground, has such a reach to him with that wingspan. Dubon takes a called strike. Eli White would pinch hit for Mike Yastrzemski. 0-1 pitch. Ground ball off the mound, out to second. Gloved by Vivas, steps on the bag, throws to first, and completes the double play. Well, the Braves had a leadoff single by Ozzie Albies and a ball hit 110 miles off the bat by Michael Harris that turned into an out. And then a double play, and that wraps up the top of the 8th. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning, 8-6 Braves. Springtime means one thing, the return of baseball and the sweet taste of Real Sweet Vidalia onions from Schumann Farms. Grown by a third-generation Georgia family farm, these aren't just any onions. It can only be a Vidalia if it's grown in a specific region of South Georgia where the soils are just right. From backyard burgers to five-star meals, Real Sweet Vidalias are the MVP of every meal. And with one onion, that does it all. You're getting real value at every bite. Real Sweet Vidalia onions, available now through Labor Day. Make every day real sweet.
Today's highlight is brought to you by Toyota. At home or on the road, they're never the underdog. Toyota. Let's go places. Lease a new 2026 Toyota Tacoma SR5 for $289 a month for 36 months. Offer valid through May 4, 2026. Well-qualified lessees with approved credit through Southeast Toyota Finance. $42.88 due at signing. No security deposit with select equipment. $350 disposition fee. Excludes tax tag registration, title, and dealer fees. See dealer for details.
What up, Braves fans? Joe Button here to talk to you about my favorite part of the game, Prize Picks. Swing into action this baseball season with Prize Picks, proud partner of the Atlanta Braves. Prize Picks started in the A, so you know we had to show love to the home team. Plus, it's the best app for making all your sports picks.
Download the Prize Picks app today and use code BRAVES and get $50 instantly in lineups when you play $5. That's code BRAVES on Prize Picks to get $50 instantly in lineups when you play $5. Prize Picks.
Must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details.
At First Franklin Financial, we want to be your home team when you need extra cash. We offer fixed rates, friendly service, and fast funding. Visit 1ffc.com to learn more.
Make it a habit to keep your radio on, the radio home of the Atlanta Braves while you work. Lock in Cellini and Domino weekdays from 10 to 2 on 680 The Fan, 93.7, and the Fan app.
Tyler Kenley comes on to work the 8th inning for the Braves. He worked the 8th inning here on Monday night. 1-2-3 inning with 2 strikeouts. This is his second outing on the road trip. Also picked up a win in Philadelphia. Dalen Lyall had another 1-2-3 inning. Perfect setup. So now it's up to Kenley and then probably Robert Suarez to finish up the game.
So it's 7-8-9 here in the bottom of the 8th, starting with Jorby Vivas. It's the Yanmar strikeout the side inning. And if Tyler Kenley can strike out the side, our contestant, Christopher Nix, will be the winner of a brand new Yanmar ZTR. Enter all season long at Braves.com/Yanmar for your chance to win a Yanmar ZTR and be in it for a grand prize tractor drawing at the end of the season. First pitch called strike. Yanmar built together back longer. We've had 2 winners this year. Time called. One delivered by Robert Suarez, the other delivered by Jose Suarez. Maybe a winner tonight. We'll see what Kinley can do here in the bottom of the 8th inning. 0-1 to Bibas. As Kinley is set, here it comes. Missed outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Big opportunity here. You'd love to keep him quiet and hand at least a 2-run lead to Suarez in the 9th. 8-6 Braves, bottom of the 8th. Pitch to Bibas. Roped out to second and caught knee-high by Ozzie Albies. Hardly even had to move. 1 down in the inning. Let's pause 10 seconds for station ID on the Braves Radio Network.
Never miss a pitch of the Braves.
WCNN North Atlanta, a Dickey broadcasting station.
The Fan, and streaming free on the Fan app.
Joey Wiemer hit a pinch hit homer in the 6th inning. Now he comes back up to the plate, facing Tyler Kinley. Wiemer with 3 homers this season takes a ball low and outside. No winner in the Yanmar strikeout the side inning, but Christopher Nix, thank you for playing.
But he came into the game hitting .341 and has not started a game in this series.
Numbers like that, that's a little bit surprising. 1-0 fouled off down to our right.
Not only that, 2 doubles, a triple, 3 homers.
Julian Fernandez tossing in the bullpen for the Nationals. Braves in the 9th have 8-9-1 due up. 2-run lead in the bottom of the 8th. And the 1-1 pitch on the way from Kinley. Missed low of the slider. This will be challenged by Jonah Heim. Big ABS challenge coming up right here. Here's the replay, and that is a ball. Didn't miss by much at all. Wow.
That was close.
Kinley's 2-1 pitch. Missed inside, 3 balls and a strike. Final game of this series is tomorrow. It'll be a day game for the Braves. And that'll be a 1:05 Eastern first pitch. Cade Cavalli going for the Nationals. We'll find out after the game what the Braves plan on doing. Here's the 3-1 from Kinley and a strike on the inside corner. Wiemer not so sure about that call. He had to question Brian O'Nora. And Wiemer requests time. Blonde curls flipping out of the back of his red helmet. And Wiemer digs back in there. Kinley's 3-2 pitch into the seats foul, marking off over the Braves dugout. It rattles around and finally secured by a fan who had to fall down on his knees in the aisle. Now he holds it up high over his head. 3-2 on Wiemer. Kinley cuts it loose, and he misses low. 1-out walk to Joey Wiemer, just the second walk allowed by Braves pitchers tonight, which is a massive improvement from last night when they walked 12 men. Braves have hit into a couple of double plays tonight, and be a good time to return the favor. Ruiz takes a ball outside.
Some news out of the American League you were reading to me, Ben. Kansas City snapped their losing streak last night, but they lost again today. But apparently they're announcing plans for a new stadium, huh?
That's right. Made that announcement today about building a ballpark downtown. There's a ball outside. 2 balls, no strikes. And some of the renderings did look really amazing. It's a good ballpark they've had for a long time there at Kauffman Stadium. Well, they want to be downtown. That announcement came today from Kansas City. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Pick off over to first base. Back into the dive, Joey Wiemer. Braves trying to hold on and win this game. They have won 35 of their last 50 games in this yard, dating back to 2019. Kinley, another throw over to first base, keeping a very watchful eye on Joey Weimer. It's a big run down at first base. Well, the tying run's at the plate. And the Nats would love to at least score one run, make it a one-run contest into the ninth. There goes the runner. 2-0 pitch is a strike. Throw down to second base is off the mark. Stolen base by Joey Weimer. And that is his first of the year. And for this team, they just continue to run at will. They are taking off, not just against the Braves, but all season.
But even the guys that don't normally run will take off when there's already been 2 throws over.
2 balls and a strike on Weimer. A correction on Ruiz. Weimer takes his lead at second. Kinley can really use a strikeout here, trying to battle back. Here's the 2-1 on the way from the right-hander. Kicks and fires, and a fly ball to right field. Ronald Acuna backpedals a bit. He's there, makes the catch. Weimer tags at second. He holds. Throw from Acuna goes all the way to second in the air and caught chest high by Ozzie Albies. And 2 down in the 8th. So that's a big out. But now you have to face the biggest man in the order in James Wood. This guy is such a tough out. He's already homered tonight. He's also singled and walked. You can be very careful here. First base is open, but at the same time, that brings the go-ahead run to the plate.
Yeah, that's the old cardinal rule for managers and for anybody in baseball is you never put the tying run, potential tying or winning run on base. And bring up what would be the winning run here.
Jeremy Hefner with a quick visit to the mound.
That's what they're going to do.
Chats with Kinley. They're going to put him on. So now the go-ahead run comes to the plate in Curtis Mead. So they intentionally walk James Wood. The tying run is at first. Go-ahead run to the plate. That just shows you how dangerous Wood is because you're playing with fire by doing this.
Yeah, and Mead, remember, pinch hit during the game, so he's not accustomed to facing that many right-handed pitchers.
Tyler Kinley, right-on-right matchup. First pitch, low and outside. Mead has seen Kinley once in his career. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout, so not much of a history there between these two.
And while the walk may have been unconventional, I don't argue that a bit.
Exactly. Just shows you how good Wood is. 1-0 pitch. There's a strike. Braves leading 8-6. Wood at first, Weimer at second. And 2 down with a bat in the hands of Curtis Mead, who is 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out to the mound. 1-1 to Mead. Check swing over for a strike. Good curveball. It's 1-2. We saw Mead's power last night. Hit a home run in the 8th inning. That was against Payamps. Now can Tyler Kinley execute one more good pitch, get the strikeout? His 1-2 pitch in the dirt, smothered back there by Jonah Heim. Count even 2-2. Tried a slider, and that comes at no surprise of anyone. Best pitch that Kinley has.
Yeah, it was a good waste pitch.
Wood takes off his helmet over at first base. And now puts his helmet back on as he's got a giant lead at first. Not being held by Matt Olson. Need 1 out. And the 2-2 on the way. Struck him out swinging. That time used the slider, and he fans Mead. And Kinley gets through that jam with the 2 walks there in the 8th inning. And the Braves will carry a 2-run lead to the 9th. No runs, no hits, no errors. 2 men left. We're off to the 9th inning. Braves 8, Nationals 6.
Ever wonder where the capital A in Chick-fil-A came from? It started with grade A, top quality chicken. But we believed everything, not just the food, should be grade A. The A in Chick-fil-A is for all the little things we do to bring you our best every day.
Hey Atlanta, it's the little things we do together that can make a big difference. Atlanta area Chick-fil-A restaurants are teaming up with the Atlanta Braves Foundation on the Home Plate Project to help fight food security for families in need. Show your support by visiting braves.com/homeplate to learn more about food distributions in your area.
Life is a circle. At Emory Healthcare, this circle contains the first breakthroughs that bend fear toward hope. Echoes that become second chances. Love regained, tomorrow reclaimed. Emory is driven by firsts because second chances matter to keep life's circle moving forward. Emory Healthcare, the front line of care, the forefront of discovery. Visit emoryhealthcare.org/discover.
What if you could have the most reliable Wi-Fi at the same price for 5 years? That's the Xfinity 5-year price guarantee. No annual contracts, no hidden fees, and our best equipment included. Plus, get online in minutes with same-day Wi-Fi. Just 5 years of fiber-powered Wi-Fi that boosts speeds to the devices that need them most. Lock in your price and unlock the possibilities. Xfinity. Imagine that. Select plans only. Restrictions apply. Powered by fiber. Connects to the premises by coaxial cable. Actual speeds vary.
Start your weekend with me, Buck Ballou, and Kelly Kroll. Saturday mornings from 9 to noon on 680 The Fan, 93.7 FM, and the Fan app.
We go to the ninth. Braves still nursing a 2-run lead. They will see Julian Fernandez here in the ninth inning. They saw him Monday night and got 2 runs off of him, sent 7 men to the plate, but this guy throws hard, 95 to 100. It's just that sometimes he's a little wild. He's also got a change-up and a curveball.
Mike Yastrzemski will lead it off. Remember, when the inning ended, as Yastrzemski hits one on the ground to second, that'll be gloved by Bibas, throws over to Meade for the out. When the 8th inning ended, Braves had Eli White on deck to pinch hit for Yastrzemski. But Dubon hit into the double play, and then they go with the right-hander, and they can stick with Yastrzemski. But a ground out to get things going. One down for Jonah Heim. Final score in Miami. Marlins beat the Cardinals 4-1. And there's other 2 scores within the division that I'm sure you're curious about. There's the pitch on the way to Heim, high and outside. Twins and Mets are still tied at 2. That game's in the bottom of the 7th. And the Cubs have a 4-2 lead on the Phillies in the bottom of the 5th. Meanwhile, the Braves leading 8-6 in the 9th. Heim takes a ball outside. 2 balls, no strikes.
That game in Miami, we were told that there were a lot of problems, a lot of electrical problems, power problems for the telecast down there today.
Here's a 2-0 pitch. That'll miss outside. Let's see. We don't go down to Miami, I don't think, until June. Is that right?
No, May.
May, okay. Coming up in May. Here's a 3-0 pitch in for a called strike. And then we finish the regular season there. Hopefully we're flying from there to the postseason right after that.
That'd be great.
It would be awesome. A lot of ball left to be played. 137 games left after tonight. Heim takes a called strike. But out to a great start here in the first 24 games plus tonight. This is the 25th game of the season. Braves looking for their 17th win. Three-two from Fernandez. Squared up to deep center. Back into his right. Young, he's there. Heim in it to the deepest part of the yard. And 2 down after the fly out. Now back to the top of the order to Ronald Acuna.
Yeah, and when you say that now, after the last 2 years with so many injuries, and you say maybe we're going to the postseason right from Miami, I don't even care who it is, who it's against.
It could be home, it could be on the road. I don't care who.
I don't care where it is.
Just get us there. Ronald Acuna takes a ball inside. And it just shows you how much fun it is to get there. I mean, we went 7 straight years, took 1 year off, and we're all dying to get back there. There's a ball inside, almost hit Ronald. The bat came out of his hands. It might have hit him. Let's see. No, he's going to pick up the bat. He turned his shoulder back, and when his hands went back, the bat came out of the hands. And missed by a couple of inches. 2 balls and no strikes on Acuna. Right-hander Fernandez, third pitcher used by the Nats tonight, brings the 2-0 and a ball low and outside. Keep waiting on Ronald to hit a power surge, because when he cranks it up with the power, he can get really hot, hit a bunch of homers in a short amount of time. He's hit just the 1 home run this season. 3-0 pitch, green light, fouled back, 3-1. If he can reach, Drake Baldwin would come to the plate. Drake's been on 3 times tonight and hit a home run. 3-1 to Acuna. And Ronald with a high fly ball to center. To his left, Jacob Young. Still further to his left. Runs in front of James Wood. Makes the catch in right center field. And the Braves go down to 1-2-3 in the top of the 9th. So 2 runs will have to be enough. We go to the bottom of the 9th inning. 3, 4, 5 in the order coming up for the Nationals. Braves have an 8-6 lead.
Hey, this is that Rick Jackson spot.
Too often, criminal illegals commit sick, violent crimes. Do that when I'm governor, and you'll end up deported or departed.
Dang. I know, right?
What do you have, sugar? I'll take the meatloaf and Rick Jackson for governor.
He's something, ain't he?
He's tough. Yeah, no tolerance for criminal illegals, no DEI.
No covering up for do-nothing career politicians either.
You know, Jackson came from nothing and built one of the biggest businesses in Georgia.
Now he wants to cut the income tax in half and freeze property taxes.
Yeah, but not for deadbeats.
Listen, I love this part.
No more free rides for people who refuse to work. You want to sit on your butt, binge watch Netflix, and scarf down Cheetos? Do it with your own money.
Be still my heart.
Bingo.
Amen to that.
Rick Jackson for Georgia, not a career politician. Paid for by Jackson for Governor, Inc.
Imagine parking your Lexus NX in front of a cafe, but you're not in the driver's seat. You're outside, virtually parking it with your phone. As your finger glides over the touchscreen, the NX makes another precision move. The Lexus NX, featuring available advanced park with remote park. Any car that doesn't offer this sense of control is a car that stops short of amazing. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
Always pay attention to vehicle surroundings during use. Remote park requires operator to have key fob and interact with compatible smartphone. Review owner's manual instructions before operating.
Get a nice hit of cash with the new Hit Family of Scratchers from the Georgia Lottery. Today could be the day.
Here's a pro tip from me, Brian Finneran. Use your smartphone to get around traffic and lock into the locker room with me every weekday morning from 6 to 10 on the Fan app.
Robert Suarez on to finish things up and try to earn his second save on this road trip for the year. He's been in 10 games. He's 2-0 with an 0.93 ERA. Only 1 run allowed, 1 walk, 11 strikeouts in 9 2/3 innings. He was bringing it 101 miles an hour in Philly the other night.
Well, in a similar situation tonight to what he experienced in that game, in the sense that there were not many Phillies hitters who had ever faced him before. That's the case here for the Nationals. First pitch, that'll be poked into center field and a base hit right up the middle by Brady House. House jumped on the very first pitch, sent it up the middle. That brings the tying run to the plate. There are only 5 players on the Nationals roster who have ever had an at-bat versus Suarez. Here comes C.J. Abrams. Abrams is 1 for 3 in his career versus Suarez. He and Jacob Young are the 2 who have seen Suarez the most in their careers. Righty-lefty matchup. Now the first pitch swinging, popped up, shallow left, ranging back Dubon. He's there for the out. Love that, getting an out of the very next pitch. 1 down here in the 9th inning with 2 more outs. Braves will take the game. They'll earn at least a split in the series. It would also be career victory number 300 for Walt Weiss going back to when he was managing with the Rockies.
Let's make that happen.
Dalen Lyall, the batter. Swings it from the left side. First pitch all the way from Suarez in for a called strike. Showed him a cutter. It's the newest pitch for Suarez this year.
Well, that was a good choice because it was obvious the first 2 guys went up there looking first pitch fastball and tried to jump on him.
Suarez, tall, lean righty. Brings the 0-1. Swung on, miss. Went down and away with a change. Quickly 0-2 on Dalen Lyall. Dangerous hitter. Hit a 3-run homer in the first inning. He doubled in the 5th inning. Braves were down 4-1 at the end of the first inning, but have battled back and lead 8-6 here in the bottom of the 9th. 0-2 on the way to Lyall. Fouled back. Got a piece of a fastball coming in there at 99. After Lyall, it's Young, so a good part of their order. Suarez checking the runner at first base. That's House. And the 0-2 to the plate. Just missed low with a changeup. Tough pitch to lay off of.
Where was that?
1-2 on Lyall. This 23-year-old has been very impressive. 3 hits in the series, waiting on the 1-2. Suarez cuts it loose. Shot out towards third. Riley has it. Gets to second. There's one. Over to first. Not in time. Austin had a hard time getting that out of his glove. And he underhanded the bag at second. 2 down. Fielder's choice for Dalen Lyall. And the tying run up to the plate with 2 down. That goes 5-6 on the putout. It was Dubon covering the bag. Braves 1 out away from a victory tonight. And they have to go through Jacob Young, who's 2 for 4. Right on right matchup. Suarez back to work. First pitch swinging. Fly ball to deep center. Michael Harris is under it. He will squeeze it. And the Braves win it 8-6 here in Washington. Terrific job by the bullpen once again. Lee, Kenley, and Suarez with men on base came through. And the Braves have earned at least a split in this series. And it's career victory number 300 for Walt Weiss as a manager. As you put together what he did in Colorado, managing the Rockies, and what he's done this season with the Braves. Braves play long ball tonight, hit 4 homers. They win it 8-6 over the Nats. Back with the totals after this.
Spring Black Friday is on at the Home Depot. Save on grills and patio sets that will be sure to bring your hosting game up a notch. Fire up your feast with help from the Home Depot and save on grills. Like the Next Grill 4-burner propane gas grill was $249, now in special buy for $199. Or give everyone the best seat in the yard with the Hampton Bay Mayfield Park 4-piece conversation set for only $399. Save on grills and patio sets with low prices guaranteed during Spring Black Friday only at the Home Depot. Now through April 22nd while supplies last. Exclusions apply. See HomeDepot.com/price match for details.
Here's a club you'll want to get into. Club Citgo. It's the super easy app that opens the door to great fuel savings and more. Sign up and instantly save 23 cents per gallon on your first fill-up. Plus everyday savings that really add up. You can also enter our sweepstakes with multiple winners and giveaways, like free gas for a year. And Club Citgo makes paying easy with a convenient mobile pay feature. So welcome to the club where all the action is. Download Club Citgo today. Savings good up to 30 gallons, only at participating locations. Data rates may apply.
Cancer. One small cell can change everything. Beating it takes something big. Northside Hospital Cancer Institute is built for it. Built for breakthroughs. Pioneering clinical research, treatment, and surgical innovation. With the most cancer centers and board-certified oncologists in Georgia. We're built around you. With personalized care from screening through survival. Northside Hospital Cancer Institute. Built to beat cancer.
Hit of cash with the new Hit family of scratchers from the Georgia Lottery. Today could be the day.
Stream Braves baseball in crystal clear HD on the Fan app. Now with Apple CarPlay, so you can get it directly through your dashboard. Download the Fan app now.
Well, the Braves once again had to come from behind to win. They trailed 4-1 after 1 inning. But they come back to win tonight 8-6. The Home Depot proud to present tonight's player of the game. And that, of course, is going to go to Michael Harris II, who had 2 homers tonight and drove in 2 runs, 2 for 4 on the night, and had the go-ahead homer himself back in the 4th inning. Braves, Michael Harris, your player of the game, built by the Home Depot. How doers get more done. For the Braves, 8 runs, 8 hits, an error, 2 left. For the Nationals, 6 runs. They actually out-hit Atlanta. They had 11. They committed an error and left 9. Dylan Lee was awarded the win. He's 1-0 in relief. Zach Littell takes the loss. He's 0-3. Robert Suarez earned his 2nd save. Time of the game, 2 hours and 31 minutes. The attendance, 16,308. And by winning tonight, the Braves have assured themselves of at least a split in this series and haven't lost a series all year. Something else, the Braves hit 4 home runs tonight, so that means you'll score $100 off a set of Goodyear or Cooper tires tomorrow only, plus free alignment and free oil change with your tire purchase only from Tire Discounters. Learn more about the Braves and Tire Discounters round-trip promotion at tirediscounters.com/Braves. Well, the Braves postponed tomorrow's starter, Chris Sale, till next Sunday. The guy who is also scheduled to step in tomorrow and start, Martin Perez, pitched tonight. So when we come back, Ben's going to tell you who pitches because he knows everything and we don't. And that'll happen right after this on the Braves Radio Network.
Switching to Progressive is a game-winning call. And that reminds us of other game-winning calls in the history of sports.
So it was the fourth quarter and we're down by 5. Sweat pouring down my face. Suddenly it hit me. If only I could wrap part of the towel around my forehead. And that's how I became the first basketball player to wear a headband.
Okay, not really a game-winning call, but it was a good call. You can make one too. Switch to Progressive and you could save hundreds. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states.
Braves fans, are you ready to step up your style this season? Onward Reserve, a proud partner of your Atlanta Braves, has everything you need. Brave new swimwear, boxers, polos, and tees. All the great styles to keep you looking sharp, whether you're at the beach or cheering on the Braves. And don't miss our exclusive Braves gear at the Clubhouse store. Plus, with 14 stores across Braves country, you're never far from products made for the A. If you can't visit us in store, check us out online at onwardreserve.com.
The DoubleTree Suites by Hilton at the Battery Atlanta, a preferred hotel of the Atlanta Braves, is conveniently located within walking distance to the Atlanta Braves Stadium, along with the numerous restaurants, shopping, and entertainment options. The DoubleTree Suites at the Battery Atlanta provides spacious 2-room guest suites, a full-service restaurant, and 5,500 square feet of flexible event space for your next event. Stop by and pregame in our on-site Game Changer Sports Lounge and Grill, and don't forget to sweeten your stay with our signature DoubleTree chocolate chip cookie. Book your next stay at the DoubleTree Suites by Hilton at the Battery Atlanta.
A golf instructor who knows technique can improve an aspiring pro's swing. But one who really cares can help transform a career.
There he is, your new champion.
When you team up with someone who knows a lot and cares even more, you're unstoppable. At Truist, we believe the same is true for banking. Truist, leaders in banking, unwavering in care. Truist Bank, member FDIC, leading based on top 10 U.S. commercial bank.
The original Louisiana Hot Sauce is the official hot sauce of the Atlanta Braves, with a balance of heat and flavor that always hits. Buy you some.
This is Kelly Kroll reminding you to join me in the locker room every Wednesday and Thursday morning from 6 to 10 on 680 The Fan, 93.7 FM, and the Fan app.
Braves a winner, 8-6 over the Nationals tonight. And the final game of this series and the final game of the road trip will be tomorrow. It'll be our first day game in about 2 weeks. Braves and Nats tomorrow. Right here at Nationals Park in Washington, D.C. Our Braves Radio Network coverage will begin at 11:50 with the Ford leadoff show. And then Joe and I have the first pitch at 1:05 Eastern, 12:05 Central. The Braves have not announced a starter yet, so stick around. Coming up shortly with a Hyundai postgame show hosted by Barrett Sallee. That information will likely be sent out there, and Barrett will be on that for you. We do know that the Nationals will send out right-hander Cade Cavalli. He's 0-1 with a 4.12 ERA. So for the guys back in studio in Atlanta, that's Joe Virgin and Chris Thames. Also for Joe Simpson and our producer-engineer Jonathan Chadwick, I'm Ben Ingram saying so long and good night from Nationals Park in Washington, D.C., with the Braves behind 4 homers, outlast the Nationals 8-6. Stay tuned for the Hyundai postgame show, starting up right now with Barrett Sallee.
Thank you very much, Ben. Let's get to our Xfinity play of the game, and it came courtesy of the bat of Michael Harris II. His second home run of the night made it to 5-4 Braves. It was his 7th career multi-home run game, so congratulations to Michael Harris II, that new dad strength coming through. Get Wi-Fi that brings the heat. Xfinity brings you Wi-Fi so reliable it never gets caught. With Xfinity, you can get one price for the next 5 years and get online in minutes with same-day Wi-Fi. Xfinity. Imagine that. Totals, highlights, and sound from the clubhouse coming up after the break. You're listening to the Hyundai postgame show on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
Thanks for listening to Atlanta Braves Baseball on the Braves Radio Network, lit by Louisiana Hot Sauce. This broadcast of Atlanta Braves Baseball is a presentation of the Atlanta Braves and Dickey Broadcasting Company, Atlanta.
Any use of the accounts, descriptions, and audio of today's game without the express written consent of the Atlanta Braves Major League Baseball Club and Dickey Broadcasting Company is strictly prohibited.
Don't move, because the Hyundai postgame show is up next on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network, lit by Louisiana Hot Sauce.
Braves fans, when you listen to the game, you know there's more happening than what shows up on the box score. The same is true after a truck crash. These cases aren't like car accidents. Different rules, different playbook. I'm attorney John Foy, the strong arm. I know how trucking companies move fast to protect themselves and what they hope you never find out. If you've been hit by a big truck, you need someone who's ready to step up and swing for the fences. Make the right call. Attorney John Foy and Associates, proud partner of the Atlanta Braves.
A golf instructor who knows technique can improve an aspiring pro's swing. But one who really cares can help transform a career.
There he is, your new champion.
When you team up with someone who knows a lot and cares even more, you're unstoppable. At Truist, we believe the same is true for banking. Truist, leaders in banking, unwavering in care. Truist Bank, member FDIC, leading based on top 10 U.S. commercial bank.
Spring is back in Braves country, which means it's time to get your yard ready for the season ahead. Cookouts, backyard catch, friends and family together, your lawn is the backdrop to it all. So this season, get your lawn ready with Pennington and keep it strong all year long. As a proud partner of the Atlanta Braves grounds crew, Pennington is all about thick, durable grass, built for life's big and small moments. Pennington grass seed, available at the Home Depot.
Hey Braves Country, it's Tom Glavine, and when my ride needs a wash, I trust the official car wash of the Atlanta Braves, Tidal Wave Auto Spa. With hundreds of convenient locations, all-star customer service, and cutting-edge equipment that gets my ride sparkling clean in just 3 minutes, Tidal Wave is a game changer. Visit TidalWaveAutoSpa.com to find a location near you.
My car is happy. I am happy. Tidal Wave Auto Spa.
The Aloft at the Battery Atlanta looks forward to welcoming you for all your travel needs and are committed to safety and cleanliness. Aloft Hotels, different by design.
Hey friends, Jim Chastain from Georgia's ASW Distillery here. Just like the Braves, we had an exciting offseason. Not only was our Fiddler Wheated Bourbon named a top 25 bourbon last year, but our Fiddler Encore Georgia Oak also won Best Small Batch Bourbon of the Year at the World Championship of Spirit Competitions. And look out for roster additions this summer with Fiddler Big Green Egg Bourbon and Fiddler Chin Music Curveball Edition, our collaboration with the Braves. These will be at your local bottle shops across Georgia, Tennessee, South Carolina, and all of Braves country. Go Braves!
I remember the hard road that led to this moment.
And the MLB Comeback Player of the Year is Atlanta Braves pitcher Johnny Venters.
Every day I work towards a better future for my family, my teammates, and my community. Having a setback in life can be devastating, but each challenge is a setup for your strongest comeback.
Braves win!
That's why I trust Globe Life. For over 125 years, they have been helping families protect their financial future. Globe Life. Make tomorrow better.
Hey Braves fans, spring and warm weather are officially here, and you know what that means. Bugs, termites, mosquitoes, ants, and roaches will be out in full force. Luckily, you can trust the pros at Arrow Exterminators to keep your home pest-free inside and out. Arrow Exterminators protects homes and businesses and is the official pest control provider of Truist Park and the Atlanta Braves, so you know that you're getting the best from the best. To set up a free pest inspection, call 888-GO-ARROW or visit arrowexterminators.com. That's 888-GO-ARROW or visit arrowexterminators.com.
Lock into the radio home of the Atlanta Braves way before first pitch. Lock in Chuck and Turn Off while you work or in your car from 2 to 6 on 680 The Fan, 93.7 FM, or the Fan app.
Another ball game is in the books, and we've got it all covered. This is the Hyundai Postgame Show on the Braves Radio Network.
Olsen with a high fly ball, deep right center field. That continues to fly and gone.
All the highlights, news, and audio from today's game is on the way. All driven by your local Hyundai dealer. Proud sponsor of the Atlanta Braves. Visit buyhyundai.com. Now live from the Battery Atlanta at Truist Park. It's time for the Hyundai Postgame Show on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
Welcome into the Truist Studios right here in the Battery Atlanta. Barrett Sallee recapping Game 3 of the 4-game set with the Nationals. Braves 8-6 winners over the Nats. They pound out 4 home runs, and Didier Fuentes gets his first start, second appearance of the season, and it was all over the place. 3 innings, 7 hits, 4 earned runs, 1 walk, and he struck out 7. So Didier Fuentes, some trial by fire in his first start, gave up 4 in the first inning, but the Braves found a way to battle back and get the win. Let's get to the highlights, shall we? Braves looking to get out in front early. Zach Littell got Ronald Acuna Jr. to fly out to open the game. But there's that man, Drake Baldwin. He steps in after Ronald looking to stay hot in D.C.
Did a long homer last night, and he wrecks one to deep right field. That's moving fast. Way back to the stands and gone. Drake Baldwin with a homer, his 7th of the year, and it's 1-0 Braves in the top of the first.
391 feet off the bat of Baldwin. Bottom of the first, and Didier Fuentes in some big-time trouble after singles from James Wood and Luis Garcia open the inning. Dalen Lyall steps in with 2 down, looking to give the Nats more first-inning runs this series.
There they go, and the 3-2 hit well to deep right field, heading back to the wall, and that is gone. Well, he finally caught up to a fastball that came in at 97 miles an hour, and Dalen Lyall belted it over the right field wall. It's his 2nd home run of this series. And it is his 3rd home run of the season. And he makes it 3-1 Nationals as they pick up more first-inning runs.
407 feet, and it was a shot. 106 off the bat of Lyall. Jacob Young immediately gets aboard with an infield single. And that sends Yorbeat Bibas to the plate looking to extend the lead.
1-0 to Bibas. A rocket into right field. Acuna going back, and that is over Ronald's head and off the base of the right field wall. Hitting the bag at third, and Young, he continues to the plate. Braves will hold it at the cutoff man, and it's an RBI double for Bibas. Make it 4-1 Nationals.
Same score, top of the second. After Ozzie always reaches on a Yorbeat Bibas error on a pop-up, Michael Harris steps in with nobody down, looking to draw the Braves closer.
1-1 pitch. Swung on and driven deep down the right field line, rising through the sky to the foul pole, and a home run. Michael Harris pounding it just fair inside the right field foul pole, and it's a 1-run game.
414 feet, 108 off the bat of Money Mike, and that's not the last time in these highlights that you'll hear from him. After Mike Yastrzemski and Jonah Heim each single, Ronald Acuna Jr. steps in looking to tie it up.
Ronald Acuna, high fly ball to deep right. Wood drifting, still drifting to the warning track. He's there. Tagging from third base, Mike Yastrzemski. He comes across, and it's a tie game 4 apiece.
Top of the third, still tied at 4. Michael Harris, the second, looking to give the Braves the lead on his 2nd home run in as many innings.
There's the 1-0 pitch on the way to Michael Harris. And Michael drives one the other way. Out to left field. Back to the wall. And that is gone as well. That thing just took off over the left field wall. And Michael waylaid it out of here for his 2nd home run of the game. He's hit 6 this season, and the Braves have a 5-4 lead in the 3rd.
That's Harris's 7th career multi-home run game, 3 of which have come against the Nationals. Top of the 4th, 2-on. Matt Olson steps in against Zach Littell, who's already given up 3 home runs through 3 2/3.
1-0 from Littell. Hit hard deep down the right field line. That thing is shattered. It's a 3-run homer by Matt Olson. That went screaming down the right field line, out of the ballpark, and it's 8-4 Braves in the 4th.
We talked about this earlier. Didier Fuentes made his first start of the season, and his line was sort of all over the place. 3 innings, gave up 7 hits, 4 earned runs, but only walked 1 and had these 7 strikeouts.
There's the 1-1 pitch on the way to Brady House. House takes a called third strike. So a fastball got him. 0-2 to Abrams. Have a seat. He swings and misses. That time a fastball at a good location, low and away. And the 1-2 pitch. And he struck him out. That time over the fastball away for strike 3. 0-2 pitch. That'll work. Swung on, miss. Struck him out with a slider down and in. 1-2 pitch. Take a hike. Got him looking. Went with a fastball and locked up House. He goes down looking for the 2nd time of the game. That's now 5 strikeouts through 2 innings for Fuentes. Awaits the 0-2. Got him. Swung on, miss. Big strikeout for Fuentes. 1-2 pitch, and he struck him out.
Atta boy.
Good slider.
Bottom of the sixth, still 8-4 Braves. Joey Weimer on for the Nationals, pinch hitting for Joey Tena, and he's looking to draw the Nationals a little closer.
Weimer sends a drive to pretty deep left center field. On the run, Yastrzemski. He's at the fence, and that ball's out of here. A high fly ball that carried out of here for the pinch hitter. And it's 8-5.
Two batters later, James Wood. We've heard too much from James Wood already this series. He stands in looking to make it a 2-run game.
He's a left-hander. Fly ball sent high and deep to left center. Another opposite field shot by Wood, and that is over the Braves bullpen and into the seats for another opposite field home run by James Wood. 8-6 Atlanta.
It was smoked. 112 off the bat of Wood. Let's skip ahead to the bottom of the ninth. Robert Suarez on to close it out. Runner on first, 2 down, and Jacob Young at the plate as the Nationals' final hope.
Suarez back to work. First pitch swinging. Fly ball to deep center. Michael Harris is under it. He will squeeze it. And the Braves win it 8-6 here in Washington. Terrific job by the bullpen once again. Lee, Kenley, and Suarez with men on base came through. And the Braves have earned at least a split in this series. And it's career victory number 300 for Walt Weiss as a manager. As you put together what he did in Colorado, managing the Rockies, and what he's done this season with the Braves. Braves play long ball tonight, hit 4 homers. They win it 8-6 over the Nats.
Totals for the game for the Braves, 8 runs, 8 hits, 1 error. For the Nats, 6 runs, 11 hits, and 1 error. Dylan Lee credited with the win. He's 1-0 on the season. Zach Littell, the loss. He's 0-3. Robert Suarez comes in to close it out. His second save of the season. Fans, there's never been a better time to test drive that Hyundai that you've always wanted. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today. Hyundai is a proud partner of the Atlanta Braves. We'll take a break. When we come back, you'll hear sound from the clubhouse, plus we'll have an injury update. This is the Hyundai Postgame Show on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
Hyundai gives you America's best warranty on every new vehicle. It includes a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty, plus 24/7 roadside assistance. That's peace of mind from Hyundai. And these days, that's priceless.
Lease a Hyundai Tucson for $239 a month, or get 0% APR for 60 months, or $3,000 bonus cash. Hyundai is a proud partner of the Atlanta Braves. Call 813-867-0006 for complete offer details.
What if you could have the most reliable Wi-Fi at the same price for 5 years? That's the Xfinity 5-year price guarantee. No annual contracts, no hidden fees, and our best equipment included. Plus, get online in minutes with same-day Wi-Fi. Just 5 years of fiber-powered Wi-Fi that boosts speeds to the devices that need them most. Lock in your price and unlock the possibilities. Xfinity. Imagine that. Select plans only. Restrictions apply. Powered by fiber. Connected to the premises by coaxial cable. Actual speeds vary.
Napa has the parts and the expertise to help your business stay ahead of the game. That's why Napa is a proud partner of the 2026 Atlanta Braves. 2 legends driven to win from the field to the open road. While Napa is powering fleets and garages across the country, the Braves are delivering pennants, MVPs, and championships. So no matter the size of your business, Napa are the pros that know how to keep you moving at full speed.
Napa know-how. Digging, grading, tilling, and mowing. All in a day's work with Yanmar, the tractor that works as hard as you do. Discover new possibilities at yanmartractor.com.
Now at McDonald's, people are ordering from the under $3 menu and getting their usual just for less than usual. Really, under $3. Now a sausage McMuffin is only $1.50 and a McDouble is $2.50 for a limited time. Get more value and more choice when you order from the under $3 menu. In a hurry, order ahead on the McDonald's app. Limited time only. Price and participation may vary. Prices may be higher for delivery. Copyright 2026 McDonald's.
Life is a circle. At Emory Healthcare, this circle contains the first breakthroughs that bend fear toward hope. Echoes that become second chances. Love regained, tomorrow reclaimed. Emory is driven by firsts because second chances matter to keep life's circle moving forward. Emory Healthcare, the front line of care, the forefront of discovery. Visit emoryhealthcare.org/discover.
Racetrack knows ATL moves fast. You can feel it, especially on Braves game days. So make a stop that counts. All beef hot dogs, Swirl World frozen yogurt with endless toppings, a freeze blast to cool off. All your faves whenever you need them. The Braves bring the energy. Racetrack keeps it going. Racetrack, proud hometown partner of the Atlanta Braves.
Hey, Braves fans, don't miss Jeff Francoeur's only radio visit in Atlanta. Join the locker room every Monday morning at 9 on 680 The Fan, 93.7 FM, and the Fan app.
This is the Hyundai Postgame Show, presented by your local Hyundai dealer, proud sponsor of the Atlanta Braves. Visit buyhyundai.com. Now more postgame coverage on the Braves Radio Network.
Welcome back to the Truist Studios here in the Battery, Atlanta. Barrett Sallee recapping the 8-6 win over the Nationals. It clinched at least a split. The Braves have still not lost a series all season long. Good news on the injury front as well. There is no news on the injury front. Of course, Spencer Strider did go yesterday, went 65 pitches. No word on when he will come up. Sean Murphy still in Gwinnett with his rehab assignment, and we did see Raisel Iglesias go on the injured list. But if you missed it, he did come back to Atlanta yesterday, had an MRI, and nothing really big to report on his MRI. So he is on the IL for at least 15 days. Robert Suarez seemed to handle it just fine in his place today. Unfortunately, injuries are part of the game, and sometimes life throws one your way too. Getting the help you need shouldn't be complicated. When you or someone you care about gets hit with an injury, there's only one call to make. Attorney Ken Nugent and his team. With $5 billion in counting recovered for Braves fans across Georgia, Ken and his team are ready to help. Visit callken.com. That's callken.com. One call, that's all. We'll take a break. Some news on the pitching front. We'll get to that next and hopefully get some sound from the clubhouse as well. This is the Hyundai Postgame Show on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
Spring Black Friday is on at the Home Depot. Save on grills and patio sets that will be sure to bring your hosting game up a notch. Fire up your feast with help from the Home Depot and save on grills. Like the Next Grill 4-burner propane gas grill was $249, now in special buy for $199. Or give everyone the best seat in the yard with the Hampton Bay Mayfield Park 4-piece conversation set for only $399. Save on grills and patio sets with low prices guaranteed during Spring Black Friday only at the Home Depot. Now through April 22nd while supplies last. Exclusions apply. See HomeDepot.com/price match for details.
Cancer. One small cell can change everything. Beating it takes something big. Northside Hospital Cancer Institute is built for it. Built for breakthroughs. Pioneering clinical research, treatment, and surgical innovation. With the most cancer centers and board-certified oncologists in Georgia. We're built around you, with personalized care from screening through survival. Northside Hospital Cancer Institute, built to beat cancer.
Attention Braves fans. Ever wanted to win a Yanmar ZTR or a Yanmar limited edition SA223 tractor? Well, here's your chance. It's the Yanmar Strike Out the Side inning. During the 8th inning of every Braves game, one lucky fan will be selected for a chance to win a Yanmar ZTR if the Braves pitcher strikes out the side. Plus, at the end of the season, you could win the grand prize, a Yanmar limited edition SA223 tractor. Register now at Braves.com/Yanmar for your chance to win. The Yanmar Strike Out the Side inning, where the excitement never stops.
The Braves have over 20 gate giveaways this season, from bobbleheads to wearables. See them all at Braves.com/promos.
Strike three.
Good calls. They're great in baseball games, and they're even better when you need a law firm. If you've been in an auto accident and need legal representation, do yourself a favor and get the best call there is. I'm Attorney Ken Nugent. My team will fight for you and stick with you from start to finish, working hard to get your money quick. Give our team a call. 404-CALL-KEN. One call, that's all. Proud partner of the Atlanta Braves.
NFS Fusion PC Attorneys at Law, 1355 Peachtree Street Northeast, Suite 1000, Atlanta, Georgia, 30309.
Hey Braves fans, make sure you're hitting on all cylinders this season. Stop by Valvoline Instant Oil Change for home run service. Just slide on in, no appointment necessary. You'll get a winning oil change in about 15 minutes so you can get cruising on I-75 in time to root for your Braves. So whether you're heading to Truist Park or back to home base, trust the team at Valvoline Instant Oil Change to get you there. Valvoline Instant Oil Change, proud partner of the Atlanta Braves.
Hey, this is Jaron Solomon from Solomon Brothers Jewelers. People ask me all the time, what does it mean to be the preferred jeweler of the Atlanta Braves? and it means a lot to the Solomon family. I'm born and raised here in Atlanta, Georgia, and more importantly, I'm a Southeast kid, and the Atlanta Braves have meant everything to me growing up. They're a fabric of their community. We believe we're a fabric of this community, and being associated with the Atlanta Braves has truly been an honor, and we really appreciate it. Go Braves.
Hey, we all know work is important, but make it a habit to stay attached to the sports scene every weekday with me, Nick Cellini, and Chris Domino. Weekdays from 10 to 2 on 680 The Fan, 93.7 FM, and the Fan app.
Now back to the Hyundai Postgame Show on the Braves Radio Network.
Welcome back. It is the Hyundai Postgame Show rolling along here on the Braves Radio Network. Braves 8-6 winners over the Nats. 4 home runs for the Braves. There's a lot of news to get to, and I think Walt Weiss should be the one who shares it. Here is Walt after the game.
Well, obviously the offense just continues to pick you guys up. And I mean, what's the confidence up for this group even when you guys get down in the game?
Yeah, we know we keep it close. We got a shot, and hats off to Didi. He had a really tough first inning, close to 40 pitches, I believe, in the first. It was touch and go. We had 3 relievers available tonight, and tomorrow's starter in Martin. So, once Didi had that long first inning, I knew Martin was going to be in this game. Didi would have had to pitch into the 6th inning for Martin not to pitch in this game with the way our bullpen was. So I picked a spot to do it. I thought Didi had really grinded through the first 3. It was huge getting that last out with the bases loaded. I told him that. That's why you keep competing no matter how tough it's going. And, he stranded those 3 runners. Martin comes in, does a great job, gives up 2 solos. And then we get to our back end guys, and on the offense, continues to swing the bat. We got some guys, Michael Harris is locked in, and we've seen it before. We got some guys coming. Ronnie took some better swings tonight. He's more on time than I've seen him recently here. So I think he's close. And yeah, we did a nice job scoring runs and overcoming a tough first inning.
Safe to say that home runs can take away that stress in a hurry for you, where you're starting to think about those final innings to end.
Yeah, it was a bit of a Rubik's Cube tonight, thinking how we're going to get through that. My plan was to let Martin go as long as possible and try to save the back end guys. But once it got to 2, roll the dice, because if that game gets tied up, Bowman might have been pitching in the 10th. But so we rolled the dice. But you know what? I'm going to try to win a game in 9 innings and deal with the extra innings if we have to. And the guys did the job. Our back end guys have been great all year. That's a really good win, especially after getting down early. We got a great win.
Bo might have to pitch tomorrow.
Bo's still in play tomorrow. Okay. Yeah.
Who might start for you tomorrow?
Okay. Yeah. So we have a couple of moves to announce, actually. So first, Dylan Dodd came up with we don't know what we're calling it, some back strain or oblique. We don't know yet, but it happened before the game when he was throwing. So he was another one that was unavailable, obviously, tonight. We're going to IL him. We're bringing up Carlos Carrasco in his place. We're going to option Didi Fuentes, and J.R. Ritchie's going to be the starter tomorrow.
I'm excited to see what he can do.
Yeah, no, I'm excited to see J.R. And this is a tough lineup. It's a big challenge for him. It's going to be very left-handed, I'm sure. But he's got weapons for that. He's a good one. He showed really well in spring training. He's pitching well. He's a talented kid. So I'm excited to see another one of our young arms. And, he goes out there with a chance for us to win another series.
Will he make it up here tonight, you think?
Yeah, going to have to, because air travel is tough these days. We can't count on getting him here in the morning for a day game. So we'll get him in. We'll get him in tonight. Yeah.
Aaron McGurk?
I don't think so. I mean, I guess that's always an option. I guess if it hits the fan.
Was there any thought to starting Martin tonight and bringing Didi out of the bullpen?
We talked about it. We talked about it, but we saw this coming. We had already told Martin that Didi was going to start tonight, and that. I said in a 1 in a million chance, we need you out of the bullpen that night. You're going to be available. What changed everything was, the 1 inning start last night. That's, and then we didn't want to, after we had already talked about this scenario, I didn't want to say, oh, Martin, no, you're going to start again. We had already told him he was going to start the next day unless he was used out of the pen tonight. So, we were a couple of days out in front of it and covered the different scenarios. So, it's a good question though. I mean, we talked about it. We just didn't want to, yo-yo, Martin. And let me talk about Martin, man. He's, what a pro. He's willing to do whatever we ask him to do. I'm really glad Martin Perez is with us. He's such a valuable piece. He can pitch in any role. He's willing to pitch in any role. A lot of guys be disappointed that they get scratched from the start and have to come out of the pen. He's willing to do whatever it takes. And, I'm glad we have him.
At what point in time is Fuentes told he was starting tonight?
Oof. I don't know. We talked about so many different scenarios. It's hard to remember exactly when. Would have been last night, I guess. Yeah.
I mean, is it tough for him to come up here today and all that kind of stuff? Or?
Yeah, it's never easy, right? When I think there's probably a hint of this may have happened. There were several scenarios that we were throwing out there, so I don't think he was totally caught off guard. He knew there was an option there. So, but look, it's tough, right? You got to travel and go out and pitch in a big league game. He's a young kid, but even though he had the tough first, I think he showed a lot tonight. He had to grind to get through 3 innings. I think he was just short of 80 pitches, but kept it together. Threw up a couple zeros. Like I said, got the big out with the bases loaded in the third and set us up to win tonight.
Safe to say Carlos would be the length guy if you end up in a situation.
Sure, yeah, Carlos can go. He can go all day. He's a starter. So, we'll be covered.
That was Braves manager Walt Weiss. We'll take a break. When we come back, you'll hear from Martin Perez. We'll also preview Game 4 of the 4-game set with the Washington Nationals. This is the Hyundai Postgame Show on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
The Aloft at the Battery Atlanta, a preferred hotel of the Atlanta Braves, is located at the center of all the excitement. Whether you are in town for work or pleasure, we can meet all your travel needs. Come experience a unique blend of food, drinks, and entertainment, all located within the Aloft Hotel. Afterwards, wind down in your spacious, vibrant guest room packed with amenities you can't miss out on. Enjoy the Battery Atlanta experience by making the Aloft your home base, where we are committed to safety and cleanliness. Aloft Hotels, different by design.
Hello, I'm Neil Pruitt, Chairman and CEO of Pruitt Health. We believe family makes us stronger. Pruitt Health has served families and communities throughout the Southeast for more than 50 years. If you're looking for skilled nursing, home health, or hospice care, count on our caregivers to provide the personalized plan your loved one needs. Learn more, visit PruittHealth.com. Pruitt Health is a proud partner of the Atlanta Braves.
Andrew Jones here. In baseball, stats can tell you a lot. When your car breaks, you want a company that has all the right stats on your team. CarShield been in business over 20 years. That's staying power. They are America's most trusted auto protection. That's reputation. They have sold over 3 million contracts. That's a whole lot of happy drivers. CarShield has paid over $1 billion in claims. The numbers speak for themselves. Let CarShield help you with costly repairs when unexpected breakdown happens.
Don't get caught looking. Get a free quote today at carshield.com. Coverage varies by plan. View contracts and exclusions at carshield.com.
Atlanta Braves baseball on the Braves Radio Network is lit by the original Louisiana brand hot sauce, the official hot sauce of the Atlanta Braves. Bring the heat.
You need all the energy you can get for game day. Luckily at Georgia Power, we know a thing or two about saving energy. We understand that energy costs are an important part of your budget. That's why we're dedicated to providing tools and assistance that can help make a difference, so you can save your energy for the game. Visit georgiapower.com/myenergy to learn more.
Braves
Braves fans, everyone's first pick for ice-cold refreshment is back at McDonald's. The Braves Frozen Fanta, a winning blend of Frozen Fanta Blue Raspberry and Frozen Fanta Wild Cherry. It's the MVP of flavor. And right now you can get a medium for only $1.99. That's what I call knocking your cravings out of the park for a grand slam of a deal. There are drinks, then there are drinks from McDonald's.
Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Coca-Cola and Fanta are registered trademarks of the Coca-Cola Company.
Are you passionate about healthcare? South College offers a Bachelor of Science or an Associate of Science in Nursing program that could be your path to making a real difference. And after completing your program, you'll be eligible to take the NCLEX RN exam. South College offers modern nursing labs, simulation labs with viewing rooms, computer labs, student center study areas, and more. Visit south.edu today to learn more about South College's Atlanta or Marietta campus. South College, where dreams find direction.
When the Braves aren't playing on a weeknight, join me, Buck Ballou, with Kelly Kroll from 6 to 8 on 680 The Fan, 93.7 FM, and the Fan app.
If you missed any of today's Braves action, the Hyundai Postgame Show has you covered. You're locked into the Hyundai Postgame Show on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network. Driven by your local Hyundai dealer, proud sponsor of the Atlanta Braves.
Welcome back. Wrapping things up here on the Hyundai Postgame Show. Braves 8-6 winners over the Nats. Before you hear from Martin Perez, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
Every Atlanta Braves game, live on the air and streaming free on the app.
WCNN North Atlanta, a Dickey broadcasting station.
The Fan.
Martin Perez came in for Didier Fuentes. Of course, Perez was supposed to start today. Fuentes comes up, only goes 3 innings. Perez comes in, gives 3 of his innings of himself, 3 hits, 2 earned runs, no walks, 4 strikeouts. Here is Perez after the game.
Well, Martin, how difficult is it knowing that in one scenario you're starting tomorrow and in the other you might have to get ready pretty fast?
I think in this level you got to be ready for, what the teams need, and last night was a hard game for us. We used a lot of pitchers, and we thought our guy today can go more than 5, but it doesn't happen. And they talk to him early, and they say if you're available to be in the bullpen, and if for some reason they gotta use me, so I'm gonna be available. And I told them I'm just here to do my job, to, make my thing out there. And then if you guys need me at some point in the game, I'm just gonna be ready. But like I say, at this point in my career nothing is gonna be hard for me. I've been through for a lot of things, and whatever the things need, I'm gonna be ready to do my job.
At what point in time did you find out that you were?
Was today before, like 2-3 hours before the game, and I knew, like, after the game last night, I went like, okay, we don't have enough pitchers from the bullpen, and I think I gotta be ready because you never know what's gonna happen. But like I said, it is what it is. I mean, I have no ego, man. I'm just here for the team, and if I can, put something out there and do my job and help the team to win, I'm going to be available.
How difficult is that, though? Because, some guys they start hydrating at this point in time, start going this many hours before it starts.
Like I say, it's not difficult for me because, especially after my last 2 years, it's been hard, especially with my arm, being on DL, like I said before to you guys, waking up and you don't know how you're going to feel, how your body's going to react, and be on this point where I feel healthy, where I feel strong. And, like I say, whatever they need for me, it's going to be out there to, trying to put my team together and, keep these guys on timing and rhythm and to win games. That's what we want to do.
Obviously, you're a professional, and it's, like you said, you've been through a lot, but is it easier to step into this uncertain role with the team winning the way they are and how well the team is playing?
I mean, for me, it's easy because it's the situation. I mean, if you have, we have a different situation, maybe it can be another scenario, but now it's just because we don't have, many guys ready in the bullpen. A lot of guys off because they've been throwing a lot, especially after the game last night. And at the end, man, it's just what kind of thing can you do for the team? Because this is a good team, and I think we are running this together. And it's gonna look like a selfish from my teammates. I go like, I'm not gonna do that because I'm gonna pitch tomorrow. If I'm the only guy available and I can do it, why not to do it? And that's why I went like, okay, I'm gonna be out there, and wherever any of you guys need me, I'm gonna be ready.
That was Braves pitcher Martin Perez. Game 3 in the books. Braves looking to win the series outright tomorrow afternoon. Cade Cavalli going for the Nats. The 27-year-old is 0-1 as a 4.12 ERA, 12 walks, and 18 strikeouts, a 173 whip, and a 282 batting average against him. You heard Walt Weiss announce earlier in the show, it'll be J.R. Ritchie's major league debut. He's 3-1 with the Gwinnett Stripers this year, an 0.99 ERA, 13 walks, 28 strikeouts, and get this, a 102 whip, and opponents are batting just 167 against him. So a big day coming up tomorrow as J.R. Ritchie, one of the most highly touted prospects in the system, will step on a mound in a Major League Baseball game for the first time in his career. Ford Leadoff Show, 11:50 a.m. Eastern Time, 10:50 a.m. Central. And first pitch between the Braves and Nats from Nationals Park in Washington, D.C., 1:05 p.m. Eastern, 12:05 p.m. Central Time. For all of us here at the Braves Radio Network, and that includes Toby Altazier up in Washington, Chris Thames and Joe Virgin behind the glass, I'm Barrett Sallee. Again, your final from Nationals Park, Braves 8, Nats 6.
Thanks for listening to the Hyundai Postgame Show. Driven by your local Hyundai dealer, proud sponsor of the Atlanta Braves. This broadcast of Atlanta Braves baseball is an exclusive presentation of the Atlanta Braves, Dickey Broadcasting Company, and Major League Baseball. Any use of the accounts, descriptions, and audio of today's game without the express written consent of the Atlanta Braves Major League Baseball Club and Dickey Broadcasting Company is strictly prohibited. On behalf of everyone at the Braves Radio Network, we thank you for supporting Atlanta Braves baseball right here on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network. Thanks for joining us for Atlanta Braves baseball on your one and only home of the Braves, The Fan. Don't move, Braves country, because we're all over today's game on the Braves Wrap-Up Show, which comes your way next. We're taking your calls at 404-231-1680. So jump on the line now as we start the Braves Wrap-Up Show, only on the home of the Braves, The Fan. The Fan is Atlanta's only home for baseball.